Wow, I cannot believe it has almost been 2 years since my big lava video, and it's gotten so popular. How did that happen? It was only meant to be a small, fun, silly video where I was just gonna rant about lava and how much I loved it and the signs I saw in the show. It was only supposed to be a silly video that I didn't even put in much effort into, and then I created an army. I don't know how that happened. I'm so lost. But the date's coming up again this year. I think I can do better. I think I can do so much more than just one era of the show. I need to do a lot more. I need to put a lot more effort and fully go into why lava is simply the best ship of the entire franchise. And nothing is going to stop me. Okay, maybe next year. Lava. They are 100% my favorite ship of all Ninjago. Canon or not canon, I don't think anything could ever change that. I made that whole 10-minute video of them back in 2021 as a fun video because I just noticed a lot of signs with these guys. Like, it was different to other Platonic Ninja dynamics, which is what drew me towards them in the first place. And then I did another video in 2022 trying to explain the whole Kai and Skylar stuff or the whole Cole and Vanya stuff, because people kept coming at me with that, saying those are canon. So it's a bit up in the air right now, but in 2023 I really wanted to do this big lava video where I just went through everything, kind of like a finisher to this trilogy, if you will. But the merge happened on that day, so 2024. I guess that's what we're doing today then. Today I'm going to go through absolutely every single season, every special, everything, to analyze the dynamic between Kai and Cole, and in shipping terms, that is known as Lavashipping. And now I know most of you watching are either in love with lava or you hate it, so this will be a fun ride. I want to do this because I want to explain why I love them so much and why lava is just simply the best. And we're going to go through everything, so even the seasons that might not have as much lava as others, in fact, even some specials that just have nothing to do with lava really, we're still going to go through everything, not the non-canon stuff, but everything in the show, maybe a few outside things. Absolutely. I can't wait to get into this, and let's just start right at the beginning. And I mean the very beginning. I want to take this opportunity to go over a bit of their backstories separately and what position they were in before joining the ninja team, as I think it's really interesting. Cole was grieving the loss of his mother, and was currently going through a strained relationship with his father. His father grieved differently and was not able to be there for Cole as much in this troubling time. This led Cole to go off on his own and climb mountains, which was a method of grieving to him. This is where he met Wu. Cole joined the team because he was inspired by Wu, and Wu was there to help him. Also because he had no clear path in life. His dad expected him to follow in his footsteps and become a dancer, to become a royal blacksmith. Cole had no interest in dancing, but didn't have it in him to tell his father that. As a result of this, Cole had no idea what he wanted to do, and he was wandering around aimlessly, but Wu gave him something that he would love to do: to lead over a group of ninja, to be their foundation. If Cole could not guide himself, he can most certainly guide others. And that he did. Before that though, we should now look at Kai. Kai was alone for a lot of his childhood, with only his sister Nia there to watch over him. His parents left mysteriously, so all they had was each other. Kai became a blacksmith and carried on his father's tradition in the shop. However, one day, of course, the Skullkin attacked the shop and kidnapped Nia. Wu then came across Kai and recruited him to become a ninja. Kai did not want anything to do with becoming a ninja, but fully committed to it simply because he wanted to get Nia back. She was all he had. Right off the bat, I see so many similarities and parallels with these two, and I absolutely love it. Cole did not want to follow in his father's footsteps, understandably, and he ran away from him. Kai did not have his father around though. He couldn't run away from him because he wasn't there, but he still fell into his footsteps and continued his father's legacy. Cole denied becoming a royal blacksmith, and Kai became a blacksmith. Both were found by Wu after losing someone in some way very close to them. Cole lost his mother, and Kai lost Nia. Kai was focused on his blacksmith work and did not originally want to become a ninja, while Cole was aimlessly trying to find something, and becoming a ninja was where his passion lied. Right away, you have so much potential for dynamics with these two, and the pilots did not disappoint in this regard. When Cole and Kai meet for the first time, they are almost polar opposites, but despite this, Cole welcomes him into the team with open arms because he is so sweet. Well, after doing all of this, Kai and Cole are opposites, in the sense that Kai wants to do everything alone. He doesn't want to be part of this team. He just wants to go off, get the weapons, and save his sister. He has no interest in teamwork, whereas teamwork is what Cole's entire character is all about. Being on a team is where he feels his happiest, especially leading people under his wing. So it is no surprise that throughout the pilots, these two would butt heads an awful lot. Cole is constantly trying to give Kai advice about teamwork and telling him that he can't be racing off and that they need to work as a team. It really is admirable how even though Cole is quite different from Kai and how they don't get off to a great start, he is still trying to level with Kai and help him out, which is the reason Wu gave him the leader role in the first place, to help the others as he couldn't help himself. You also have Kai using the Scythe of Quakes first, not Cole. Yeah, and Cole is okay with that? Because I wouldn't be if I were him, but he's a softie, I suppose. Over the course of the pilots, Kai becomes more comfortable with being on Cole's team and genuinely loves the company of the others, and can definitely see himself staying on the ninja team after this. It is so nice to see them all getting along with each other, especially Cole and Kai, who didn't start off nicely. When everything bad happens, Cole is worried about Kai and Wu at the fire temple, as we see him try and call out to both of them. He is clearly concerned because Wu is his mentor figure, but it is nice that he also shows concern for someone like Kai at this time. On the flip side, I love the scene where Cole is clearly frightened of the dragon and Kai is smiling at it and has a solution to it, by bringing the other dragons. Cole was not going to go with them until Kai suggested this idea, by the way, of them all riding their dragons. Kai is the reason Cole got over his fear of dragons, and that is something really huge. Towards the end, there is also a moment where Wu is fighting Samakai, and Cole goes to join in, but Kai stops him, saying it is Wu's fight, and instead of arguing back, Cole listens. This is the first time it is Kai leading Cole, not the other way around, and Cole understands. The fact their trust grew that quickly is remarkable. By the end of the pilots, these two have developed a close bond out of how much they have helped each other. Cole helped Kai at the start by teaching him how teamwork is really important and you have to have friends and can't do this alone. And Kai helped Cole in the end by helping him get over his massive fear of dragons, which allowed them to save Ninjago, and giving some guidance to Cole on when it is okay and not okay to enter a fight, which is big from him especially. I did not realize all of this until a rewatch a few years ago, and ever since then I've loved what they did with these two in this special. They went from enemies with opposite backgrounds and backstories, but similar situations before joining Wu, to friends and allies who are able to confide in each other and place all their trust. Which is huge, since Cole used to not have anyone to confide in after his mother died and his relationship with his father was strained. And Kai is not one to confide, since he was the one that had to be strong for Nia and look after her, and would show off anger instead of vulnerability. This dynamic is truly something special, and their bond only grows as the seasons go on. Season 1 does not have a lot of solo Kai and Cole bonding moments, as the goal of this season was to focus on everyone's bond with each other as not only a team, but a family. And I think Season 1 really delivered in this aspect. It is nice to see them growing more closely together as a family, Cole and Kai. Yes, they are growing closer as a result of the whole team, but it is still nice to see. We get our first glimpse of Kai being cocky about the thought of him becoming the Green Ninja, and Cole is there as the team leader to bring him back to Earth and be inspirational also, only to then just have them all fight over the Green Ninja. Like, what? Because of this, we also get to see a full-on fight between Cole and Kai in the final. And man, that is definitely Season 1 fighting animation, but it's still fun to watch. We also see them fight each other again when Cole gets hypnotized. 2 episodes in and they've already fought twice. How fun. Also, I just want to point out how sweet it is that Cole and Rocky are so close at the start of the season. Cole loves Rocky so much, he's literally his pet, and he has Kai to thank for that, for leading Cole to get over his fear. I love this moment where Cole and Kai are trying to fix up the bounty and are failing, and Jay uses his lightning to fix the problem, and Kai and Cole think it was them and they fist bump. F***ing idiots. I love it. Minor moment here, but it is sweet. I love Cole and Kai trying to convince Jay to visit his parents and to make the most of the time he still has with them, as this means a lot to them personally, since Kai lost both his parents and Cole lost his mother, and wishes he could have a close relationship with his father. You can tell how important it is to them that Jay does not waste his chances. Then you get Lloyd pranking Kai and blaming it on Cole. Thanks for that, Lloyd. You delayed their wedding by 9 seasons. We get more scenes of them arguing about the Green Ninja and then the samurai, blah blah blah. Then we get the scene of Kai making a dramatic entrance and Cole absolutely clowning him for it. Seriously, the way these two acted like an old married couple, it's just so funny. Kai did not do shit worthy of that reaction, but Cole wanted to be dramatic about it. And Kai getting super offended by Cole makes it 10 times better. Oh boy. Now we get to the big one, the big Cole episode of the season, the Royal Blacksmiths. We all know this one. This is the episode where Cole finally has to confront his father about everything he has been doing. The other 3 ninja are there to help him through this, especially Kai, who seems to be helping him out the most here. With Jay being close with his parents and Zane learning the truth about his dad before this, that leaves Cole, in Kai's mind, that has not made peace with his parental issues. And since ideally Kai would love to have that chance that Cole has, he encourages him to go back to his father. Sure, it is for the Fang Blade at first, but Kai does try and make things better for Cole and Lou, as does Jay at one point, which is nice. Good best friends. Then we get this lovely scene between Cole and Lou, where Cole finally has to come clean about who he is. Now, taking away attention from the dynamic between Cole and Kai for now, I just want to talk about how much of a coming out coded scene this is. I mean, forget all about the context of this scene. Forget about the Fang Blade, the Serpentine, and being a ninja, and just listen to these words.
I didn't mean for you to hear that, but I'm glad you did. There's something I've been wanting to tell you. Dad, I'm a ninja. Huh? I know how ridiculous this sounds, but I'm proud of who I am, and I want you to be proud of me too.
It sounds so much like Cole is coming out to his dad about his sexuality. Now, of course, I'm sure this was not done intentionally, but it is such a sweet scene and relatable to anyone who is in the same situation as Cole is. And some creators have even acknowledged this and are happy people view this scene in that way. After Lou storms out when he learns Cole was going to steal the Fang Blade, Kai is the first one to comfort Cole physically. Now, this will be a running thread for them during the whole series, What I've noticed is that Kai's love language seems to be physical touch, as well as Cole's respectively. As in, if he wants to comfort someone, he will always resort to physical actions first, like a hug or putting his hands on their shoulder. It is so sweet. I love that he sees Cole close enough to be able to do this for him. And then Cole does the impossible triple tiger sachet, and Kai does not hesitate to hug him. And look at this. Oh my god, like, come on, like, the winner was not even announced yet, and Kai went in to hug Cole around the waist. Like, the winner wasn't even announced. Cole just did the cool move, and he went to hug him. He really does care about his friend Cole, and it is so sweet to see how far they've come at this point. And this episode really showcased that. The gay Cole episode. When the ninja are saying we all did it, Kai is the first one to pop up and say that Cole did it, and that Ninjago is in safe hands thanks to him. Remember, this is coming from the guy that used to want nothing to do with this team, that didn't like the idea of teamwork. And even now in Season 1, Kai is currently in the mindset of wanting to be the Green Ninja, so he and only he will defeat evil and save Ninjago alone. And yet he still finds it in him to give the credit to Cole and praise him for what he did today. Such an awesome episode for these two, in my opinion. We get this look from Cole when Kai is talking about his realization about Lloyd, like, Cole? What was that look? Or specifically you, even. Like, even Neil's like, excuse me? This sweet moment of Cole and Kai letting the other have the honors of taking the Fang Blade in almost a flirty, funny manner. Like, they're like, after you. Like, they're not taking anything seriously around them. The ninja were so fruity to each other, even in these early years. It's actually kind of wild looking back on it nowadays. But I love it. Cutting right to the finale, as most of their moments this season are reserved to group appearances, when all hope seems lost, Cole and Jay are really agitated towards each other. Jay wants to give up, but Cole wants to keep going, and they are about to get into a fight. And now that Wu's gone, no one can calm Cole down, since Cole is the one that is meant to do that for others. But that is where Kai steps in. Kai is able to calm them both down. Like, yeah, it is obviously amazing that he was able to calm down Jay in this moment. More impressive. Sorta.
Oh, we are so hooped!
Him being the one to bring down Cole back to Earth is such a sweet tables turned moment. Cole would be the one to do this for Kai. And now with how far Kai has come as not only a character or teammate, but as a friend, he is able to change Cole's perspective, and also the entire team's perspective. He leads them, he leads Cole, and Cole is happy to oblige. Also, we get them riding Ultra together, like, yes! Yes! That is pretty much it for all the Kai and Cole dynamics in the original era of Ninjago. Season 2 has them training Lloyd for a lot of it, which is really cool. They are basically joint parents with Jay and Zane for the whole season. Other than that, it is mainly the interactions of Cole wanting to fight so badly and Kai telling him to calm down. God, I still love that switch up in the dynamic. They are like a yin and yang at this point. The calm, brute force, and the hot-headed, yet thinker. Kai and Cole did a lot in this first era of Ninjago. A lot more than I originally thought when I first started shipping Lava. But now it is so clear to me that these two were meant to be since the very start of the franchise, and now we get to see more of what you guys think about them too. Spreading the propaganda. I love it. The way they have more of a dynamic than most, if not all, of the couples in Ninjago. Like, I know what you are, Ninjago crew. Absolutely. We know what you are. If they die, I'm dying with them. Oh, absolutely. Just oh, look at them. I love how physical they are and how comfortable Cole is, especially in Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. They also just straight up act like boyfriends 24/7. I can't explain it, literally. And I am trying my hardest to explain it. Like, it's just so much. I love it. Their dynamic and interactions are just so cute. I also love how they care about each other. I love them, and I love them too, and that's one of the main reasons I also love them. You are all so right about Lava. And hey, we have a friend who would like to share their appreciation on Lava here too, so let's see. So, Bendo, my friend, you're one of the better analytical Ninjago YouTubers out there. You can see the truth on the entire show, and you only have the facts when talking about it. So surely, you do agree that Lava, aka Kai and Cole, is the best ship to ever exist, and is completely canon nowadays. Right?
No. Ninjago shipping in general has never really been my thing. In fact, shipping as a concept just isn't something I participate in regularly. But Ninjago in particular, I think has some pretty weak ones, both in canon and fanon. When it comes to most common canon ships like Jaya and Pixane, I never really buy into them as much as the show feels like it wants me to. Especially with Jaya, the relationship comes off to me as pretty hollow due to how little they are actually shown acting as a couple. They either come off to me as more of close friends or have to announce to the audience out loud that they're together to even remind me that that's the case. Some moments are sweet, but the dynamic just isn't interesting enough to me. Even as just a basic character dynamic, I feel that Jay and Naiad don't really have much chemistry. Other popular could-be canon ships like Loikita and Kailor have potential, but aren't given enough time to make me actually invested in them. So their romantic payoffs kind of feel out of nowhere and unearned. Especially in Kailor's case, where you don't actually get the full payoff and then they just drag it out for seasons and seasons on end. It is just more frustrating than actually investing. And there hasn't been many non-canon ships that have grabbed me either. Though I will say Geode is probably my favorite, and I think has a lot of potential if they end up making it canon in the future. At the end of the day, while I personally don't find myself getting too invested in the ships between these characters, I think as long as the ships are healthy and unproblematic, I really have no issue with shipping in the fandom. I totally see the appeal of shipping, and if people are able to feel seen and represented through these ships, then I think it's great. But me personally, it's just not really my thing. So yeah, Ninjago ships are kinda meh. Except Geode, please make Geode canon, I 100% ship Geode.
What? I mean, huh. Okay, he was probably just tired. I probably asked him at the wrong time. There is no way someone could think like that. That might have been the worst thing I've seen all day. Oh well, let's get back to the overview, starting with the next season. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Season 3 unfortunately has a very serious condition. It is called being a bad season. I know, it has its fans, but they are all blind. I hate this season so much. But we gotta cover it. So, here we go. Very quickly though, since there is not that much to discuss here with them, for obvious reasons. Kai touches Cole's elbow at one point. They hide in the same box. They look through trash together. They go down this Oh, okay, we get the Digiverse episode, which is actually really fun. Cole calls him an airhead, which Kai takes offense to. Love it. Then you have this repeating itself again with Cole being very proud of the insult. Holy shit, I am running out of things to say about Cole and Kai this season. I wonder why. Kai makes an amazing emotional speech at Zane's funeral, which Cole is shown to be sad at. Yep, that is all Cole and Kai get in Rebooted this season. Or is it? Because now it is my conspiracy theory time. So Rebooted has that stupid fucking shit ass fucking shit, stupid fucking dumb fucking ass bullshit. Dumb shit, fuck, love triangle with Jay, Cole, and Nia. And I have 3 things to say about it. 1. What the fuck is this? 2. I think I know why Cole fell for Nia. Well, we know he didn't really fall in love, he was just confused, but now I know why. He saw all of the traits he loves about Kai in Nia. But this was his era where he was trying to hide the fact he was gay. Hate. That internalized homophobia. So when Nia showed him love, he thought this was who he could fall in love with. Well, he was wrong, and an idiot. This is just a fun theory I had, nothing serious. But, number 3. What the f*** is this? So yeah, that is Season 3 by... Oh hello, Season 4! Season 4 is weirdly fruity with Cole and Kai at times. Let's dive in. Season 4 has the ninja all split up, of course, after the loss of Zane. They don't know how to be a team, especially after how rocky their team was during the events of Season 3. When Lloyd attempts to bring them back together, it seems like that plan has failed until some thugs enter the noodle house to cause some trouble, and the team quickly realize how well they work together as a team. Well, more specifically Kai and Cole. Lloyd and Jay don't do anything. It is all Kai and Cole. Kai and Cole do all the fighting against the thugs and are having the time of their lives. Kai even says this.
Alright, I admit it.
make a good team.
Yes, he is referring to the team as a whole, but him and Cole are the only people doing anything, so this has to be directed at him. I just like how quickly they are able to trust each other again after so long, with so much tension between them all. We get into the tournament, and now they all have to find a Jade Blade in order to qualify. Whoever doesn't find a blade is knocked out, so it is really stressful. Cole manages to secure the second last Jade Blade, but when he returns, his first reaction is him being worried about Kai, as Kai is not back yet. It is just the little details like this that make me love these two so much. Just the little sprinkles of care they have for each other is so pure to me. I live for even the tiniest stuff like this. And of course, do I even have to mention this entire scene? Cole being in Kai's bed, bragging about it, Kai getting slightly annoyed, and why did Jay make that face? Oh my god, he knows, he so knows. Oh my god, they were roommates? Anyways, Cole loves Kai's bed, which is so pure and so gay. Cole unfortunately gets knocked out of the tournament really quickly, which puts a stop to all the fruity shenanigans we were getting between the two. Thanks a lot, Chen. But we get the whole evil, corrupted Kai scene. Kai is about to lash out on Lloyd, ruining everything, when whoops, his best friend is here to stop him. Cole breaks in, saving the day and saving Kai from his inner demons while he is at it. So it is because of this that makes Kai destroy the staff and save Ninjago briefly. The running theme of these two saving each other from inner demons, god I love it so much. Dragons, teamwork, parental issues, and now inner demons, gotta love it. That's all they get in Season 4, but something was definitely up here. Despite them being separated for the majority of Season 4, the moments they did have showed they had more of a bond than people may realize. Platonic, of course, but something was there between them. Chemistry. And oh my gosh, Season 5 goes into infinity and beyond with this. Season 5 Possession is the biggest lava season yet. The first 3 episodes of them are the normal shenanigans you see between these two, or any other ninja duo for that matter. They banter, they bicker, and they show that they care for one another, like how Cole is relieved when Kai is okay after losing the scroll. The safety of his friends at this point in time are what is most important to him. But where the tide turns for me is at the end of episode 48, The Temple on Haunted Hill. This is the start of what started my big lava brain rot. Cole is unfortunately turned into a ghost, and god, the reactions of the other ninja are so raw. Jay telling him he didn't make it out in time, but then Kai trying to tell him but not being able to finish his words. God, it hurts so much. This really knocks down Cole and takes an emotional toll on him. In the next episode, Cole is really down in the dumps. He has lost all that confidence he had way back at the start of the show. That ability to be able to lead over a team and help them out when they most need it. Now Cole is the one in need of help, and Kai is the one to act on this. Cole debates to himself whether or not he should even go on the mission now that he is a ghost. He does not trust himself, and he thinks he will slow everyone down. But Kai lets him know that he won't be leaving without him. He reminds Cole what Cole taught him and the pilots, that they are a team, and that they have to stick together. They need him. Kai needs him. In the pilots, Kai would have never said this back then, that he needed the ninja, especially Cole the leader. Now here he is, when Cole is at his most weakest, vulnerable point of the series so far, and it is this moment that causes Cole to go with him, and the others. Really powerful stuff. Cole even realizes, as a ghost, he has some positives that allow him to help his friends, which makes him happy, which also makes Kai happy that Cole is happy again.
Like, your possession has given his mech boosters!
Boosters? That's some sort of ghost joke?
Glad to see your sense of humor hasn't changed.
But it doesn't end there. There is even more in this episode. After Kai, Jay, and Zane make it to the top, it is all up to Cole now. Kai is the one to encourage him again. Not Jay, not Zane, Kai. Kai is the one telling Cole he can do it. And it isn't just a typical, you can do it, and that's it. No, he is pouring it all out to him right here. And it is so sweet to see how much faith Kai has in Cole, and how much he believes in him. How much he really wants to help Cole and see him be the person he became friends with, and the person who helped him out of his troubled past in the first place.
You can do it, Cole! We'll catch you! Remember, brother sharpens brother! The only thing sharp here is this icicle that I'm holding on to! Come on, Cole! You're the strong one. Even Jay could do it.
Oh, thank you very much, Fire Boy.
Cole, just jump.
What if I can't grab hold of your hand? I'll fall and die!
No, you won't. You're a ghost, and ghosts can't die.
Ghosts can't die! Ghosts can't die! Don't do it!
Cole manages to do this, thanks to Kai, and they enter the Cloud Kingdom together. This episode has always been one of my favorites of the show, but to have such substantial Cole and Kai focus in it is the icing on the cake. This truly is the best Kai and Cole episode we've gotten so far, and has given them a lot more development to their relationship, which I'm absolutely in love with. This development continues into the next episode, with Cole learning more about his new ghost abilities, and Kai praising him for it, saying he is liking him as a ghost more and more. The episode ends with Cole putting his arm around Kai too. God, I just love how far they've come. They are so comfortable with each other. It is so clear they need each other. Like I said, yin and yang, calm and hot-headed, fighter and thinker. Then we get into another big parallel with these two in this season, their fear of water. Kai was afraid of water already, as it is just one of those fears he has, and Cole is now afraid of water because he is a ghost, and so water is now deadly to him. The fact it is these two that have to share this fear together is so cool to me, adding onto their list of parallels and similarities. I think the best showcase of this fear between them is in the episode Grave Danger. This is almost like the big climax episode for their arcs in this season, the saving Lloyd arc for Kai and the being used to a ghost arc for Cole. And also, they share their fear of water here too, all in one scene. All three of these concluded in one single scene, with both of them together. Lloyd has just been released from the possession of Morrow. He does not have enough energy and he is about to drown. While Jay and Zane go to battle Morrow, Kai and Cole go to save Lloyd. This is a dire situation, as not only is Lloyd drowning, but Kai cannot swim, and Cole can't even touch the water. But it doesn't matter. Kai jumps in to save Lloyd without hesitation, which resolves his water arc. But then Cole has to try and save them both before they fall over the waterfall, which he does. Now keep in mind that Cole could not see his reflection before this, meaning his life was already at risk. But it didn't matter. He took the risk anyways, to save Kai and Lloyd. I am including this because Kai helped Cole so much in this season with his ghost struggle. He was the one that was there for Cole the most, as well as Nia. It really does run in the family. So once again, seeing the tables turn, and Cole saving Kai from a bad situation is just, oh my god, it is so good. And then you have this scene in the finale where Cole tries to catch Kai. God damn it, why were you a ghost in this moment? We could have had such a romantic moment, dang it. Overall, Season 5 was an amazing season for Kai and Cole. This is the strongest Lava season yet. Things are starting to get a bit fruity, methinks. And now I think it is that time again to check up on all you guys on why Lava is simply the best. For me, primarily, I just think it's that we need more, or rather any representation in Ninjago, and Lava would work perfect for that since Cole and Kai have been shown to have great chemistry, and that is completely correct, my friend. Because, let's look at them all, I love them. Oh my god, the sandcastle! Oh, I just love their duo. Like, since day one, they're so sweet. They are the sweetest. They are literally made for each other. Every interaction they have is absolutely beautiful and warms my heart. I love them so much. Very normal about them. And this comes from Trist, and speaking of Trist, this guy, Trist, he is also a great Lava supporter and sees the light. He is great at understanding relationships in Ninjago, so he will obviously agree with me. So, Trist, what do you love most about Lava, and don't you agree that it is the best ship of the entire franchise?
I'll always love Lava, but as far as canon ships go, I gotta give it to Pixane. I feel like with this one, you either like it or you love it. From the start, these two have probably had the most wholesome ship dynamic in the entire series. Zane and Pix on their own are already some of the sweetest characters out there, but together they elevate each other even further. When they met in Rebooted, Zane had already become just as human as any of the other ninja, despite being an android. Pixel initially lacked that quality, but after spending time with Zane, she learned how to use her own heart too. Zane literally gives her half his heart, and if that isn't love, then I don't know what is. Even Zan ended up learning some things from Pixel too. It was the first time he'd fallen in love with someone, and being around her gave him a sense of belonging, allowing him to feel even more human. The fact that the two Ninjago characters ended up becoming some of the most compassionate people in the show is something I find really sweet, especially considering how much of that compassion originated from how much they care about each other.
The choice has always been yours, Pixel. And I, for one, like seeing you like this.
Ha! I am definitely not hurt. I respect your opinion, Trist. Jeez, what is wrong with everyone today? Alright, moving on. We move on to what is known as the Black Age of Lava. Dun dun dun! Eureka, Season 6 to 9. Season 6 Skybound is a thing that happened. There's nothing we can do about it. While it is an amazing season for Jay and his relationship with Nia, it is a stinker for the relationship that truly matters. This is mainly because Kai gets written out of the season very quickly, and you know what? It is fine. Not everything resolves around these two. They just had season 5. They deserve a break. As far as I can see, the only moments of note I love between these two this season is this background scene of where Cole is holding the Kai doll and mocking him sillily. God, I love him. Another moment is Kai holding Cole up. Yay. And then in the finale, Cole makes a ghost joke and Kai is like, oh my god. And then they both attack Nauticon together, and then he kills them. That is a hate crime, sir. And Cole is supportive of Jaya, and he doesn't know what gotten in between them in the first place. And Kai looks so done with him. So, I think that's it. On to Day of the Departed. Woo! The TV special. Alright, the Cole focus special. Let's go. Surely we will get a fair amount of interactions between Cole and Kai. Nope. The entire premise of Day of the Departed is that Cole is being forgotten slowly by everyone as he is fading away from existence. Yes, even Kai forgets him. Wow. They remember him towards the end, thankfully, and we get a nice moment of Kai shouting drastically for Cole to pass through the rift, once he learns this chance won't happen for another 3,721 years. Cole does so, and he comes back, and they all hug him, with Kai running the fastest towards him with his arms out. Love that. And that's Day of the Departed for these two. 2016 was not their greatest year, but at least it's better than On to Hands of Time, everyone's favourite season. Now this is a Kai season, so surely since he isn't being forgotten by everyone, there would be some valuable Cole and Kai dynamic stuff happening here, right? Well, kind of actually. Nothing too huge for these two together in the season, but there are a fair few neat things I would like to mention. First of all, I like how concerned Cole is for Kai in this scene. For context, before the scene, Kai had faced off against Crux, and Crux revealed to Kai that his parents were potentially traitors to the Elemental Masters, and actually helped him and his brother instead. This of course really messes Kai up, as his father was someone he idolized his entire life, in contrast to Cole originally. Kai is venting out his frustrations and going rough in training. Cole is the one that is concerned about him. He asks if he's okay, and he even notices that he hasn't been the same since he faced Crux. The fact he sounds genuinely concerned and notices stuff like this is just super sweet to me, even if it is super small to everyone else. And then in this same scene, we get Cole just wanting to fight, and Kai thinking of another scenario, and Cole agreeing to it instantly. Like, what? He just wants to fight, but then goes along with Kai anyway. Like in Season 2. Also, more physical actions with Cole guiding Kai. Also, something to notice in this specific scene. I want you to see if you notice it too. Listen closely.
Who did we fight in the monastery?
That was the Chronics, right?
From the painting?
Yep, Cole and Kai swapped voices. This is nothing to do with the point of this video. I just wanted to point out how funny it is and how common it was too. Season 1, it especially happens a lot in. I think it is from the animators, as they get confused sometimes with their voices. I just thought it was interesting and funny how often it happens, and I don't know when else I'd be able to talk about it, so here you go. We get a fair amount of goofy moments between the two in this season, also usually paired up with Jay, which makes it even funnier. Also, on my latest rewatch, I just noticed this part. The way Kai swings himself around to Cole with his arm leaning to the side like how someone flirts sometimes. I know it was totally accidental, but oh my god, that was so fruity. The she's as bad as her brother line made me chuckle. Cole already knows. Cole noticing Kai is off again and has been reading like crazy trying to find something is a nice small moment. It again continues the trend of Cole being concerned about Kai, and I just love that. These are all minor things of course, but I just find them funny, and I like looking back at the old interactions between these two, getting a sense of their bond. This season is focused around Kai finding out more about his father, and to be honest, I do wish Cole was slightly more involved in this plot. Even just having a scene where they talk about the issue would have been nice. This is because Cole has experience with being conflicted about his father, and Kai helped him through that all the way back in season 1. Different reasons, but there's still something there. It would have been nice. I do find it funny how both Kai and Cole's fathers were taken prisoner by the Time Twins. That's funny to think about. Blacksmith and Royal Blacksmith. Lou even knows about a Master Blacksmith, aka Kai's father Ray. Kai reuniting with his father is sweet, reminds me a lot of Cole and his father making peace. Now this is a moment I really love. When Kai and Nia go through the time portal, Jay shouts for Nia, his significant other, and Cole shouts for Kai.
Children.
Nia. Kai.
I know this means nothing, but I love that he's concerned, he's worried, he called out to him, and another parallel to Jaya, and don't worry, we will get a lot more of that moving forward. I just love that. Now on to Season 8, which does not have a whole lot of Kai and Cole, as this season mainly focuses on just Lloyd, and when it does focus on Cole, he's on his own. But there are some things worth mentioning before we move on. Once again, the physical touch is getting ramped up, and I love it. Kai and Cole leaning on each other is so sweet. I love how okay they are with being touchy with one another. We also get this talk where the ninja think Lloyd went on a date with Harumi, and the reason Cole thought this was because intimate setting, sharing food. Yeah, wonder where he got that idea from. In this episode, we get a fight with the two couples, Jaya and Jaya and their biggest supporter and biggest hater. In the next episode, Cole is trying to make a pun, and you just hear Kai silently sigh afterwards and Cole shrugs his shoulders. I love these two. And then Kai makes a pun later and Cole sighs also. Love this dynamic. Possibly one of the more stronger Kai and Cole moments of the season is a part where they're separated. This part is seriously amazing and underrated. I need more people to talk about it, so I shall. Cole has to sing a song to the Sons of Garmadon, which is part of Zane's plan to eventually sabotage Cole to gain the trust of the Sons of Garmadon so he can spy on them. Cole is singing an embarrassing song, and all the other ninja are there watching him as this is being broadcast to them. Kai's face absolutely kills me. He is enjoying every moment of this. The way his smile gets bigger and bigger is so funny, and him asking Jay repeatedly if he's making copies of this recording is just brilliant. I love the banter these guys have and how Kai likes messing with Cole. But then, when the ninja see Cole getting kidnapped, most of them are debating whether or not to go in and save him because they might interfere with Zane's plan. But not Kai. Kai immediately goes out and even says he isn't waiting for the coach to put him on. Cole is in danger, and Kai goes out without hesitation to try and save him. Just a few seconds ago, he was making fun of him, he was clowning him, but when the situation gets serious, so does he, and he will stop at nothing to make sure Cole is safe. God, I love this so much. It's a good representation of their relationship, full of banter and teasing, but they care so much for each other, and when one is in danger, the other will do everything to go out and save them. Yes, all the other ninja would too, but with Kai and Cole, there is never any hesitation or talking. Love it. You even have him raise his voice at Nia because he is trying to figure out a way to save Cole in the very next episode. When the ninja find out the baby is Wu, Cole and Kai have the exact same reaction. It's so funny. Eyes and mouths and pose, just everything. We get Cole in danger in a battle in episode 82, and Kai immediately comes to his rescue despite f***ing it up. In the penultimate episode, Lloyd wants to go alone to turn Garmadon back to the good side. And Kai warns him that that's a bad idea, and then for no reason whatsoever, Cole comments that Kai knows bad ideas. He is full of them. Like Cole? Excuse me? Like, what is your damage? What was the point of saying that? I love this dynamic so much. How out of nowhere they will just insult each other. I love it. Like, in a light-hearted way, of course. So good. However, in the finale, Cole and Kai actually have a really heated interaction, which is really interesting, as in a way, it is fully true to their characters, while almost also being like a role reversal. And I actually kind of like that. The situation is dire. The ninja have to choose between giving up their powers to save Lloyd, or keeping their powers but losing Lloyd. Instead of being the calm, logical person, Cole is mad at Kai, who doesn't want to give up his powers because now Kai is being the logical thinker, and thinking about the other people of Ninjago and their safety. They get into an argument about this, but eventually agree that saving Lloyd is their personal top priority. Now, I don't absolutely love this scene. I agree with Kai, and I like how it shows his growth by showing he's thinking logically. However, I don't like the fact the way they show that is when Lloyd is in danger. This is the guy that will always put friends and family before anyone. And the fact it's Lloyd, his little brother, just makes me think this is out of character for this specific scenario. And Cole calling Kai selfish is weird, but I understand it's in the heat of the moment and there was a lot on the line. I included this moment to show how much range these two have with each other that I feel not many talk about. A first actually full-on fight with these two, but of course, that doesn't change anything between them. It's just the heat of the moment. They are still friends, but can also have heated fights. But again, it doesn't mean anything in the end. Now, the final fight of the season, there was one funny moment that is not exactly with Kai and Cole, but ties back to a previous moment between them that retroactively makes it better in my opinion. The ninja arrived to the Colossus, and Kai says the iconic "not so fast" line, the same line he said back in season 1. Jay is the one that clowns on him for this instead of Cole, saying he used this ages ago and it still sucks. But what makes this moment incredible is that Jay was the only one not present when this originally happened, but he still knows. What this implies is that after the mission, they all went home and Cole took Jay aside and was like, "Oh my god, you will not believe what this fucking dumbass said earlier, it's the funniest shit." And then Cole starts clowning on Kai again to Jay. God, I love this so much, and this was totally unintentional, but I'm glad they gave Jay this line, as this is the only explanation for how he would know about that, and how Cole continued to slag Kai after that. It is so funny. The OG4 gets stranded in the realm of the Oni and the Dragon with Baby Wu, which means they gotta get back to Ninjago while once again being joint parents like for Lloyd, but this time with Wu. And on to season 9, the last season in the dark ages of lava. And this has fewer moments between the two alone, but once again, there are some gold nuggets between the two here. Towards the start of this season, Kai, Jay and Zane get captured by the Dragon Hunters and are forced into what is basically slavery. They will be using the ninja for work, and also to attract other dragons with their elemental powers. Cole and Wu have not been captured and disguise themselves to save the others. And Kai is the first one to notice them in this moment, and his smile towards Cole melts my heart every time. I love it. Another minor moment that is not really a moment but an animation thing is this whole conversation. Cole is only looking at Kai, completely disregarding Jay and Zane, which is really funny to me. Like, Cole, look at the others, please. God, and when Cole finally frees the ninja, the look Kai is giving him for like 5 seconds straight, oh my god, it makes me sick. I love you both. Only for him to then just act ungrateful right afterwards is so funny. Like, you can't make that face and then say that. Like, what? Then the ninja look up at Firstborn, who they think is Wu with the fake dragon they made, and Kai is absolutely shocked and impressed that Cole managed to build that. Not a lava moment again. But just wanted to say that this Kai and Wind Dragon moment is amazing, and I genuinely think that this is probably what Cole was like when he was first trying to tame Rocky, and I love that headcanon personally, and it works as a nice parallel while also just being an amazing scene in general. The next 2 episodes are fun, in the sense that each one has a ninja taking Wu under their wing and teaching him a valuable life lesson, basically being a parent to him. And who are those 2 ninja? Cole, of course, and Kai. Jay and Zane do not get episodes with Wu, unfortunately, but Kai and Cole do. They really are joint dads for real, taking the initiative of raising their old master the way he raised them specifically, since those 2 are probably the closest to Wu in terms of the OG4. Also, while they are training with the chains, Kai just captures Cole, and that's really funny. We have arrived at what is probably the gayest moment between the 2 in this era, to be honest. I did not even remember this until my latest rewatch of Hunted, but oh my god, I was going insane over it. I will play the clip for you first.
But Zane, I'm the good looks of the team. You're the brains. I thought I was the looks.
No, you're the annoying one.
What are you, the party pooper?
Mr. Party Pooper to you.
Har har, hair gel.
Kai saying he is the looks, Jay denying that, and then Cole defending it. Jay calling Cole Party Pooper, and Kai saying Mr. Party Pooper to you, and them laughing. God, that was flirting. I am gay myself. I know what homosexuals are like, okay? They were cooking in this scene. Unintentional or not, that was homosexual behavior. And then Kai says they should eat Cole. That's very fruity. The ninja get back to Ninjago and they reunite with the others and they defeat the Oni Titan and Garmadon, but not before Kai and Cole have one last funny interaction.
And who of us is stupid enough to jump on that thing?
Cole, say no more.
Woo! Finally, we are out of the dark age of lava. Now we will be entering the era where lava really starts to start. But first, let's see more of what y'all love about lava. Yeah. They have the dynamic of all dynamics. That they do. And I love it. Sillies. Yes, they are. I like lava because I like Lego men. Hope this helps. It helps a lot. I love them so much. I like their dynamic so much, and also I like to imagine Cole is tall and buff and Kai is a little shorter and lean. I love it. Also, I love like the combo of powers, like lava. That's so cool. Just everything about them. I love it. Oh, just putting it like that makes me love it even more. And oh my god, this art is so cute of them. Oh my god, you're so talented. I love it. I'll link this in the description. I just love how much they match. Their personalities suit together. And the fanfiction is just way too good. The way they were together from the very beginning while Skylar appeared after many fights and bonding between them. They are also really cute together. That they are. I love them. I have another friend on the line waiting to tell me why lava is the absolute best. So, Naiad, everyone is in agreement that lava is just the best ship of all time. And you have the best opinions on ships, so surely you would also agree, right? Lava is just simply the best thing in the world.
Lava is basic as fuck, Milo. I don't know what you see in it. Now, a word from our sponsors. Sweating to the Goldies had the fandom on a chokehold for months. The amount of fan art people made because my and everyone else's real ship came true. The only one that matters, Techno, aka Techno Shipping, also known as Jay-Xane. This ship has been a thing ever since Ninjago's birth, but never as prominent as it is now. It is one of the least shipped ships among the 4 core ninjas because in canon they both already have girlfriends, but to us, delusional freaks, it doesn't matter because we love having fun. Personally, when the animated short came out, I was crying for an hour. But that's embarrassing as fuck, because I've been a well-known Techno shipper before. Maybe some of you already know me, or have seen my art around Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Discord, or God forbid, Pinterest. I used to be obsessed with Techno beyond and beyond. I saved every fan art, read every fanfiction, and drew it till I grew sick of it. I still love it though, and it will probably always be my golden age of my presence in the Ninjago fandom. Nowadays, when I have time, I invest myself a lot in Blue Wire, which is JXPexel. Their dynamic is sort of similar to Techno, but I love the different stories I can explore with ships. One of my other iconic ships that I also have been shipping ever since the beginning is Mr. E and Zane, which I personally coined as Electro Ice. It is one of the very niche ships, also known as rare pair, But goddamn am I a huge sucker for toxic yaoi enemies to lovers. Don't we all? Also, I must note that Mr. Eat being the same person as Echo is not canon. Therefore, I don't personally think this way. Otherwise, it would be very weird. And some people already decided to jump to that conclusion when I first started posting fan art. Never mind people having different headcanons as you, right? Well, besides that, I am probably one of the biggest Mr. E fans around. And let's not even talk about Mr. F. I forgot how hard Ninjago fell off. If you haven't seen me around, also mostly because I'm too busy to draw Kool-Aid ninjas anymore, then you can find me anywhere as Naiad_Nai.
Milo,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on Techno?
I mean, it's not my favorite ship, but I mean...
What the fuck do you mean it's not your favorite ship? It's literally perfect, because you have lava, and then you have Techno. What the fuck is that supposed to mean, not your favorite ship? Because you can have both. You fucker.
Okay.
Yeah. Milo.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jaya or Techno? 1, 2, 3, go.
Lava. Now, I've just talked about the pilots to Season 9 Hunted. Some of those installments had a lot of big lava moments, some of them didn't, but overall, kind of cool. They had a nice dynamic in these seasons, and I really do like them a lot looking back. But that is nothing, like absolutely nothing, compared to Season 10 onwards for Lava. I don't know what happened in between Season 9 and Season 10, but Season 10 onwards, Kai and Cole get so many interactions, so many solo scenes together, and so many, like, weirdly intimate scenes together, and I just don't get it at all. Like, I absolutely love it, but, like, it's such a huge difference. Like, even though I've just been talking about how there is something to them in those seasons that I love, there's just such a huge jump into Season 10 onwards, and I love that, but I'm also like, like, I'm so confused over it. And so you'll notice in this next section, I'm going to go so much into so many more things with these two in these seasons that it's just insane. Like, you think Season 5 is great for these two? Oh my god, these seasons for Lava, amazing. Let's get started. The fall, in my opinion, is the true start of, are these guys actually platonic friends? So you have the ninja going to save these people while the Oni are still invading. And then, we all know what happens. Cole's ladder breaks and he falls. And everything is in slow motion. There is no dialogue. It's just music. You just see the genuine raw reactions of the teammates. Jay is upset. Zane is upset. Nia is confused. But Kai goes insane. He is so hurt. He goes back. He tries to go back. He tries to turn the bounty back around. But Zane is stopping him. But he is refusing to let go of the wheel. He is adamant that he can go back and save Cole. And then Zane puts his arm on his shoulder. And Kai just breaks down into tears. Like, the shot of his face, his face just slowly going from, like, determined and angry to just realizing that Cole is gone. Oh, that just breaks my heart so much. Like, what animators, what were you on when you made this scene? This scene just makes me go insane, and it's one of the first things I think of when I think of these two. Like, Kai broke down so hard when Cole died. Yes, they're all friends, and they're all upset, but Kai has the biggest reaction and breaks down completely. The only time Kai has ever shown emotions like that before was with Nia or family members. Like, oh my god, it breaks my heart every time. The fact it was specifically him reacting like this in this moment, oh my god, it's so heartbreaking but so good. And then you have the scene of Kai and Nia grieving Cole. Like, god, this is so good but painful. I love it. Kai finishing the Scythe of Quakes and being proud, and then realizing, oh god, his face is just... No matter what people may think about Cole's fall in general, it will never fail to make my heart sink, yet also giddy, every time I watch it. Cole comes back and everyone is happy, yay! I would have loved a proper Cole and Kai reunion scene, since Kai was so emotional during Cole's fall, but we move. And plus, we're gonna get something even gayer now. We get this scene of Jay finally asking Nia to be his Yang, which was a subplot this entire season that Kai and Cole were helping Jay with. Ultimate wingman buddies. The yin-yang tradition isn't really marriage, it is just a promise that they will always be one no matter what. So basically married, but then Nia says yes, and she jumps up and down with Jay, which is sweet, but then Kai turns to Cole and he's like, I taught him how to do that, but he winks at Cole. He winks at Cole specifically, like I know those two were in on the whole thing, but like, out of context, I don't know, like, it's like, your next buddy, like, oh my, am I the only one that, like, looks at this and thinks that? Yes, I am. But still, let me have this, okay? He winked to Cole after they proposed, like, I taught him how to do that, and your next buddy, yeah, like, I get, like, this is what I'm just gonna be like for the rest of these seasons, I feel like. Cole agrees to join the Tournament of Creation to save Ninjago. Kai looks at him and then agrees with him, saying he loves crazy ideas and likes it. Remember this line, we will come back to it at some point. They do the Tornado of Friendship, Lloyd f***ing dies and the Oni are defeated and Ninjago is saved. So we cut back to the aftermath and see that Jay and Nia get up and hug each other, and then, to parallel that moment, Cole f***ing runs up to Kai quickly and helps him up from the door, and then Cole is staring at him, looking like he is gonna go in for a hug, and then Kai quickly points at Zane, and Cole puts his arm away so quick. What? What does this mean? Cole running up to Kai. I love that, and it parallels Jay there. Also, what was that for? Why did Cole not hug him? Why did Kai point at Zane to Cole quickly? What? Are you not seeing this? Am I going insane? I think I'm going insane. Like, this is another Jay parallel, and it is even the last of the season. The ninja react to Lloyd's death. This is very sad, but the god himself is actually alive and everyone is happy. So Jay and Nia hug, and Cole and Kai hug at the same time, in the same way, with the same look for one another. You can't make this up. What were the animators cooking? What was up with the Jay and Lava parallels this season? An emotional outburst from their death? Yin-yang stuff? Helping each other up, and a hug after learning Lloyd is alive? Like, huh? This season was what really made me go, oh, these bitches gay. Like, the seasons I talked about, like season 1, 4, 5, they were all fruity in those. But it felt like two platonic friends being quite gay with each other at times. This was straight up homosexuality, and I love it. And it doesn't end there, as we are moving on to the Wild Brain 11-minute era, and thank God they kept up what Season 10 started. These guys are something special in this era, and it's honestly one of the reasons I love this era so much. So let's get into Season 11, another big one for Lava. Kai and Cole get new individual vehicles separate from everyone else, and their reaction to this gets me every time, like, I love them. The way they giggle and get giddy and then go over each other and lean on each other with glee, like, my gay heart cannot take this. They're just a goofy duo for the rest of the episode with these vehicles. The whole episode and the Bernie the Beetle arc in general was the definition of a set advertisement, but I will always give it respect for Kai and Cole shenanigans. They are hanging out together in the sun, leaning against each other. 5 feet apart though, because they go into a tomb, release an evil serpent Asphira, and Kai f***ing dies. In the next episode, we see the ninja in. They are trying to escape the pyramid while Kai is knocked out, and Cole makes some extremely funny jabs at Kai that are just gold.
Oh man, I hope Kai's not gonna remember any of this. Seriously, I am done with cake jokes from Kai after this. No more cake jokes.
Oh, he's right. We're all to blame.
Especially Kai. He didn't help at all.
I just love that even in this era where Kai and Cole are questionably fruity towards each other, we still get these hilarious moments where they are either clowning each other or just taking the piss. In a healthy way, of course. So endearing to watch. Another reason why I love this ship so much. Kai loses his powers to Asphira, and knowing Kai, he is pretty upset about it. Kai before he got his powers stolen, Kai after he got them stolen. Yep, he's pissed. But what I love about this is in the episode Under Siege, Cole is fully understanding of him. Kai is getting mad at Wu because Wu made Snake angry and that Snake stole Kai's powers. But Cole tries his best to comfort Kai, and unfortunately it does not go well. But he tried, oh bless him, bless his heart. But then he tells Wu why Kai is so upset, so that Wu knows what is really going on. I love that he explains Kai's side to Wu and didn't make Wu think Kai was just weirdly angry with him. He really cares, my god. This is such an underrated moment that I don't see a lot of other Lava fans talk about. Cole just knowing what Kai is going through and talking it out quite sadly to someone else is just, ugh, these two make me sick. I love them and I love this moment. Let's take it back just a little bit and we'll go back to episode 5. There are just moments in this episode where Kai and Cole are just looking at each other before Jay comes over to them. Like, why are you guys doing that? Cole is turned completely the other way around from where the ninja are supposed to be going to just look at Kai. And like, they're not even saying anything, like, huh? And Kai looks so proud of Cole lifting up that stone. It's really cool. And then episode 8, Snake-tastrophe, you know, you wouldn't think there's lava moments, and, you know, there's not really lava moments in this episode, but oh my god, they show a picture of the ninja goofing off, and one of them is of Kai and Cole eating together and looking so happy, so goofy, so silly. Like, oh my god, they're literally on a date. Like, they're alone, they're sharing food. What the ninja said was a date, that's a date, and they are doing that on a date. That's what it is. I'm not crazy. I swear I'm not crazy. I swear it. So that's pretty much all the lava stuffs for the fire chapter, but it's really fruity, and it gets even fruitier coming into the ice chapter. We start off the season with the ninja getting into the Nether Realm. It's about to fall off the cliff, and Cole, of course, is the one that almost falls again, but he's on the ledge, and Kai shouts out for him to quickly grab his hand, because of course, he doesn't want a repeat of what happened last time, and I love how much they care about each other, only for then to get mad at Cole for losing the Traveler's Tea right afterwards. It's so funny. That switch up is just, like, that's just what the relationship is, from one extreme to the other, and I just love it. But that brings us over to the big episode. You already know what is coming. Episode 17, Fire Maker. And oh my god, there was no reason for this to have one of the biggest lava moments. Like, this was literally an episode solely focused on Kai trying to be good without his powers, trying to help the village and try to relight the fire. And then he gets his powers back slowly, and he's tired, and Cole notices after being proud of him and puts his arm around him to catch him and brings him back up. And for the rest of the scene, he keeps his arm around Kai and his other hand on the shoulder. And he's holding his hand as well. Like, what? And he holds on to him the entire time. And Kai holds his hand back in return. Like, what? That's gay. That is seriously gay, no matter what way you put it. They're literally holding hands, and then the whole shoulder thing as well. And this parallels Jay helping Nia up from her true potential, Cole helping Kai up when he gets his powers back. Like, oh my god, that was so insane. Like, they did not need to do that, but they did. Yeah, one thing if Cole just picked him back up after he felt weak, but he keeps him around him for the entirety of that scene. And then that shot where it's just literally them two in the center, like, it could have just been Kai, but Cole's there as well. Like, it's just insane to me. Like, holy shit. I love it. And in the following episode, we get Kai acting a bit cocky since he got his powers back. He's very full of himself in the village because he's Fire Maker. And we have Cole looking at Kai in the swing before he says anything. And look at the way he's looking at Kai. Like, what straight man looks at another man like that? Please tell me, okay? Please. What is going on here? And then we have them both being right next to each other. Like, Jay and Nia are not even that close. Jay and Nia are literally so far apart from each other. And these two, they have all the space in the world just right on top of each other. What is going on here? Guys, give each other some space. You need to distance. Like, what? Also, this has nothing to do with lava really, but I'm going to include this because this scene is iconic.
So we sneak in, like the crafty ninja we are.
Then we get to episode 21, The Traveler's Tree, and this is where Cole finally gets some actual focus in season 11. We have Cole being really upset and really terrified in his worries because he lost the traveler's tea and now they can't get back home, according to him. In that dream, the ninja is saying bad things to him and he's really affected by that. But when he wakes up, he's the most upset about what Kai said, that Kai said that Cole let him down. There were a lot of worse things said in that dream, like how Jay says they're not friends anymore, or Lloyd saying some bad stuff as well. But Kai saying that he let him down affected him the most, because not only was it Kai saying him, but Cole's biggest fear is letting down the people he cares about, and having Kai say that in the dream, I don't know, it just gets me, like. And also they share the same bunk bed, so I'm like, Jay and Nia probably share the same bunk bed, so Cole and Kai share the same bunk bed. I love that. And Kai is also shocked when he hears what Cole thought he said, and he's shocked that Cole would think that he would say such a thing to him. And then at the end of the episode, he's really worried about Cole, and he is wondering where he went. Unfortunately, Kai does not follow Cole to Crag, but that's okay, as it leads to more gay stuff between them in episode 25. And this is when we get the big dragon attack on the Neverrealm. The Boreal, the ice dragon, just freezes everything. Villagers are gone, and Kai is the only one left. He couldn't protect them. He failed, and he feels so awful. And Cole is quick to run over and comfort him. He puts his arm on his shoulder. He's like, "Are you all right?" And he's genuinely concerned about Kai, and he puts his arm on him again. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the physical contact is so sweet. Like, Cole knows what'll make Kai feel better. You have Jay and Nia standing side by side, Kai and Cole standing side by side, more Jaya parallels. It's so cool. And then you have Kai saying, "We're going to fix up the land bounty and we're going to drive it right through the Emperor's front door." And then Cole says he likes crazy ideas, which parallels that other moment what we had earlier where Cole suggested to join the Tornado of Creation, and Kai's like, "I love crazy ideas, let's do it." So that's really cool. And I love the whole team. This 4-squad team is one of my favorite teams in the whole show. Jay and Nia, the relationship. Kai and Cole, another relationship in my opinion. But then you can also switch it around. You can have it be like Nia and Kai, a duo, siblings. Cole and Jay, a duo, best friends. It's so cool, and I love it so much. And I just love this squad, and it just reinforces my Lava brain rot so much more. That's pretty much it for Lava in the season, except for one moment in the finale. And oh my god. Alright, so in the finale, Wu is looking sad in the picture of the ninja because he thinks they're gone forever, and this is right before they come back home. But in the picture, we have Lloyd in the center, and around him are all the couples. Zane and Pixel, Jay and Nia, and Cole and Kai. Like, not only is it a parallel to Jaya, but it's a parallel to Pixane as well. Like, Lloyd just surrounded by all the couples because he's an arrow icon. Like, I don't know, I just love that. Like, of course, this is not hard proof. Do not come at me like that. But it's just so cool. Like, I love that. This is one of my favorite shots of the show because this is literally, like, my headcanon in a nutshell. The 3 canon relationships in my head and Lloyd supporting all of them, being that arrow icon. Like, I just, like, they're literally, like, look at them. I love that so much. What a way to end that season on. And that's it for this season. This season was so good for them. It might not have felt meaningful or anything outstanding, but it was just continuing on the closeness that we got from them in season 10 and having more physical contact with each other and more pretty much fruity moments and more moments of them genuinely showing care for one another, which was not shown a fair amount in season 11. Like, Lloyd literally had to get all of his stuff off to this random wolf that he met. Like, I don't know, I just love it. It's so peaceful. It's just so, like, down to earth. I'm loving the direction the Kai and Cole dynamic is going. It's so cool. I love that so much. And now, season 12, Prime Empire, which is probably, in my opinion, their biggest season of all time. Like, this is Lava Bound. This is Lava Bound, the lava season. And I'm going to get into that right now. But first, they are just a powerful couple and I love them so much. Damn right, the most powerful couple. No one can compete. Because it's a gay dynamic and I love it way too much. Yes, because gay people make everything better. And that's just a fact. Personally, for me, I think the ship is just wholesome and fits very well with their dynamic. If you told me that they were a couple, I'd believe you. And to that, I am telling you that they are a couple, and you now believe me, because that is true. They're gay. I would die for them. I have died for them several times. They're cute, and it makes me happy to see a different love dynamic that isn't love at first sight. And you are correct. I love the idea of them naturally making their relationship as they go along and not rushing into it and just having their friendship play out first. Because they're complete opposites of each other, yet they're the same people. They know how to comfort each other, and I don't know, they're just so nice. Exactly! They're so different, yet they could not be so similar. That's what I'm saying, and that makes me love them even more. Homosexual. Yes, Lava is superior. Period. Absolutely. You are all so right. And now we actually have two people ready to talk about Lava. So, my man, since we were just talking about Season 11, what do you think of the best relationship and the best ship that is in that season and developed so much in that season?
Season 11 is a season that's really divisive among the Ninjago fandom, with its fresh plot beats, awkward pacing, and just the amount of wasted potential the season could have had. Oh hey, that sounds familiar. Weird that happened twice, but for all its flaws, I will really appreciate it, and is actually one of the few seasons I will always fondly remember. Not only because the season brought me back to the show, but also because of the characters and their interactions in this season, especially the Ice chapter. I feel like they strike an almost perfect balance of who's interacting with who, which I can't really say about the rest of the 11-minute seasons. Really, how does Kai and Naiad ever act when she's brought back? Oh my god! And the characters I want to talk about today, who are really important to me in the start of the season, characters that learn how to care for each other, and learn to move on from their current struggles, and characters who are made perfectly for each other, are... Lloyd and Akita!
Huh?
I hate to say that I like them quite a bit. These two just mean a lot to me. I love every scene they're in, whether it's for laughs or a bonding one between the two. A personal favorite of mine is in the episode My Enemy, My Friend, when they sit by the torch and Lloyd suggests that Akita could come to the monastery with him, and Akita laughing at Lloyd's joke about the chicken just got to so good together so much. The reason why they work so well together is because of the fact that their relationship is purely built on trust. They are both people who are hurt in so many ways, losing all their hope in the process, and lock their feelings away as a result of that. And Lloyd and Akita can relate to their struggles and be better together, finding peace and quiet that they didn't have before, opening up to each other as they didn't have a chance to do so before with others. And with that, grow as individuals, and a pair. Lokita, to me, is two broken people trying their best together despite the obstacles they've been through, and their bond makes them better people for others, and especially themselves. They mean a lot to me, and they're definitely my favorite ship in all of Ninjago. Oh my god, this was supposed to be a live video for Milo. See you guys, see you later, bye!
Yeah, that's okay. I still respect your opinion, but Krusty, as for you now, let's focus on Lava this time. Don't you believe that Lava is the best ship, especially in Season 11?
I don't think it is. Sure, Lava isn't a canon ship, so I'm not sure it's fair to compare it to the canon ships, but Lokita is just so much better, dude. The ship is so well written, rather than it being rooted in these two characters need to date, it's rooted in the actual character flaws and struggles they go through. And together, they take steps towards overcoming that trauma. It's a great story, and it's one of Ninjago's few good romantic plots, and I just like the pairing, they're very cool.
Okay, enough of that, let's just move on. Now, finally onto Season 12. So we start the premiere episode with, once again, the Cole and Kai vehicle duo back. Those vehicles are the one that is chasing the mechanic. Nothing else to that, I just thought I'd mention that because, yay. They're searching the mechanic's lair for hints of what his plan might be, and Cole comes across a line of hats, judging that, wow, he has a lot of hats. And Kai sarcastically is just like, yeah, who would have thought a guy stealing things would have a lot of stuff? And Cole is just so fed up with him. I love it, just the sigh and the rolling the eyes up to heaven. Oh my god, so perfect. I love their dynamic when it's like this, how they can just be dickheads to each other. When walking over to Borg in the 3rd episode, Cole is in the back, and then in the next shot, he's right in the front next to Kai, which implies that in those 2 seconds we were off that shot for, he quickly walked over to be closer to Kai as soon as possible. And his little grin with his mouth after he does it, that little split second, god, I love it. I know this was an animation thing, but it's so funny to think about in the context of the actual universe. We get to them playing the game Prime Empire, and Cole is taking ages to just pick an avatar, and him and Kai start bickering as a result. I love how dramatic they are. They feel like an old married couple, and that will continue soon. When they enter the game, they are attacked by red visors, but they don't have their skills from the real world. Kai tries to spin to do spin jutsu, and it's just not working, and Cole catches Kai again. Like, he literally runs up behind him looking concerned to make sure that he doesn't fall over. They're so soft with each other, like, it's so cute. I love it. They're so touchy as well. I love it. And then we have Cole warning Kai about video game lives, because at this moment Kai is being reckless because he thinks that they all have infinite life, so he's just killing himself constantly. Like, damn. You okay, Kai? But Kai keeps ignoring him. Cole even puts his hand on his shoulder, and Kai's just like, no, I know what I'm doing. And then Kai starts freaking out when he actually finally finds out that they don't have infinite lives, and he starts shouting at Cole like, why didn't you tell me? And Cole's like, I freaking tried. They're literally an old married couple. I love it. They're just bickering and being soft at the same time. I love it. In the next episode, Cole gets hit by that thing and he loses a life, and everyone does look sad, but Kai is absolutely horrified. His expression changes to the freaked out one because he is so freaked out that Cole died in front of them. This is comedy gold from a visual standpoint, but it's also super sweet that he is that freaked out over Cole losing a life. They run into a glitch and they start losing more lives, but they quickly escape the glitch thanks to Okino and they survive. And they celebrate, but Cole nudges Kai so he can face him, and he smiles sweetly at him, and Kai smiles the same way back. My heart, Cole has his eyes closed too. These two will be the death of me. I love that. There was no reason for them to do that, but it still melts my heart. And now we get to the next episode, The Cliffs of Hysteria, which is a pretty forgettable episode to a lot of the fandom, and I can definitely see why. But man, this is such a good episode for me, one of my favorites, and I'm going to go into why that is. Cole tries to cheer Okino up, and then Kai shoves him out of the way to tell a bad joke. And then Cole comments on how bad it was, and Kai gets really offended. Once again, continuing their tradition. But then they're climbing the wall, and then Cole's rope starts to snap, and Cole falls again, and he grabs another rope which is about to break. It's getting a bit of deja vu from season 10. Even Cole says, oh, not again. Kai sees Cole. He looks down. He sees the ropes about to break. He sees that Cole is about to fall. He does not want a repeat of what happened last time. Because remember, Kai's reaction last time, he tried to save Cole, but he couldn't. And he was so upset and devastated and just was not happy at all. Instead, he doesn't hesitate once again, goes down immediately to make sure he can actually save Cole this time, jumps on the laser thing, shoots the people that are shooting at Cole, so Cole can get a chance to get up onto a safer rope, which he does. Kai saves Cole. He did not run a repeat of the fall again, and he instantly went down to save him. These two scenes paired up, his fall in season 10 and then his fall in season 12, is so good, and how Kai is a prevalent part in both, but Kai managed to save him in one, but didn't in the other. It's just, oh my god, one of my favorite moments of the season. And the series in general, it's just so good. And you don't even have to ship Lava to appreciate this moment, to appreciate the parallels. It's so good. Oh my god, Prime Empire just understood the characters. It's so good. I love this moment so much. We skip forward a few episodes to Jay and Nia dancing in the dance contest so they can get enough credits to enter the Speedway 5 billion. And okay, this is Jay and Nia dancing. Okay. And then Cole dances with Kai. Oh my fucking god. Yes, Kai is kind of freaking out, but one, that could be gay panic. Two, he could be uncomfortable with physical stuff in public, but that's a kind of a lie. And three, he could still be in the closet, which is a glass closet. But Cole and Kai are dancing. Cole does not hesitate to take Kai to dance with him, and it's only for a few seconds, but oh my god, I'm going insane. Why did he do that, you fruity fucker? Oh my god, how did they get away with this? I freaking love that. And Lloyd stepping away, homophobic much. Oh my god, another standout moment for me. They just keep getting gayer and gayer as the season goes on. And then later on, Kai is looking at Cole in an interesting way later on. But oh my god, this episode, mwah, amazing for them. Once again, just from that small gay moment that I just love. In the next episode, Kai and Cole are working on Kai's vehicle together for the race, and they are having fun trying to figure out what this vehicle actually does. And I just love it. And it's a parallel to Jay and Nia once again, because Jay and Nia are working together on the vehicle as well, separately. I just love this squad. Once again, it is always so cool to see them because it's always the two couples double dating, Kai and Cole and Jay and Nia. Love it. The Ninja are getting in their vehicles for the Speedway 5 billion. They all have one, except for Cole. So, which one does Cole choose to ride on? Not the Nia car with massive amounts of space, not the car with the pro racer trained for this race, not Jay, his best friend, not Lloyd, his leader, on a bike. No, he goes for Kai on a fucking jet, which is very unsafe. He looks around, but chooses Kai without hesitation. Like, the fact he chooses Kai. He wanted to ride with Kai. And their faces too, how they beam. Oh my god. Kai helps him up. He literally reaches for his hand out for Cole, and as soon as he starts coming towards him. And they're both smiling so much. God, they are so fruity. I love them. And he has so much trust in Kai that he's willing to go in the most dangerous vehicle just to be with him for the race. Like, I love it. And speaking of the race, it's so funny. It's so entertaining, but it's so funny for these two as well, because it's literally just Cole trying to survive while Kai is going crazy while driving. He asks why he chose to ride on the back of a jet, but we know exactly why he did that. As the race goes on, they see Jay in danger. They both have one life left, and they know that Jay needs to survive until the end. So, they look at each other, softly, and they nod their heads, and they say, "Good luck, Jay." And they sacrifice themselves to save him by taking out the others that are attacking him, as well as themselves. They went out together. You cannot get more gayer than that. Like, this whole season, Kai has been terrified of getting in a position to risk that one life. His one life left, he has been saving that for himself, not doing anything dangerous. But Cole is the exception. When Cole was in danger from falling, Kai did not hesitate, even though he only had one life left. He did not hesitate to save him and to put himself in danger because it was Cole. And then in the Speedway 5 billion, he is okay with losing that one life because he's doing it for a good cause, but also he's doing it with Cole. Side by side together, they sacrifice themselves to save the Ninja in the race. I love it. It's so perfect. It's so, oh my god, it's so perfect. It's so gay. It's so amazing. And it shows their bond perfectly. This season was absolutely amazing for Lava. And it shows exactly why I love Lava so much in a way. They can be such an old married couple when they bicker. They can insult each other lightheartedly. But they can also be soft with each other. Be there to each other to catch them when they fall over. Touch them physically. Be comfortable with them. Freaking dance with them, and also be there on the line whenever shit gets real and it gets serious, and going down together. I would be lying if I said this ship was not one of the reasons why Prime Empire is one of my favorite seasons of all time. It's so amazing. I love it so much. And anytime I think about the season in Lava, I just get more giddy. It's so good. And then you have the next season, which is finally we're getting a Cole season. And in the 11-minute era, this is probably the installment that they interact and have the least amount of Lava moments. Which is unfortunate because it is a Cole season, but Cole is split up from the rest of the Ninja, so we can focus more on him, which is good. But once again, I love how this is a season where a Ninja finds out the mystery of his parent. Which Kai and Cole got seasons like that, so it's really cool. But there are a few moments in Season 13 that I really like with these two. When Cole is in danger in the mines, Kai is the one that is getting mad at King Vangelis when he says that they can't go down to save them. As he is adamant that they should go down, and he wants to make sure they do. He is literally shouting at the king. He is the guest, and he's shouting at the king so they can go down and save Cole. I love it. This whole episode, the worst rescue ever, is led by Kai. He makes a pretty bad plan quickly, but all to get Cole out of the mines as quickly as possible. So while yes, he is being dumb, he's being stupid, he's being so sweet at the same time. He will stop at nothing to make sure Cole is okay. And I just love that. Even if it doesn't work out in the end, he still tried. When they are all escaping the dungeons in the next episode, it is very chaotic. The ninja gets split up. Lloyd, Nia, and Jay go with the Munts, and Kai and Zane go with the Geckos. But Cole is close to them. Kai shouts out for him to follow them, but the cave collapses before he can. He screams for his name, still reaching out his hand for him even though he isn't there. God, Kai, I love you. This was such a striking moment for me. Not even Zane does that. Kai does. He needs Cole. We get some moments of Cole alone and Kai alone, but towards the end, Cole finally returns to the team to save everyone, and everyone is happy. But Kai specifically is super happy and cheering, and he shouts for him to kick his butt. And then Cole actually kicks Vangelis's butt straight after Kai says this. Like, oh my god. When Plundar from the Upply helps the ninja out of their cage, he says he's in Cole's crew. Kai is like, oh, Cole's got a crew? And he weirdly side-eyes Plundar, like, what's wrong, Kai? Are you jealous? And then that's pretty much it for them in that season. But man, 2020 was such a fantastic year for Lava. Easily their best, in my opinion. Season 12, we already know why that was amazing for Lava. But Season 13, even though they're split up, we can see that they have a bond that just cannot be broken and how they just love each other so much. Oh, and then the set designers went, do you know what? Let's make this year gayer for Lava. Let's take Cole's solo mech in Season 13 and turn it into a freaking Lava mech. This is a Kai and Cole mech that they both go into. One side is Kai, one side is Cole. And it's just for them. Like, oh my god. I know during this time they would pair Cole and Kai up in sets a lot because Cole didn't sell as well and Kai was the big money maker, so they would throw Kai into all the Cole sets. But here, oh my god, this is so gay. They're literally sharing a mech together in the same cockpit, and it's just so cool. I love it. Also, it's called the Firestone mech, which is another cute name for Lava, by the way. Firestone. I love that. So yeah, 2020, definitely an amazing year for Lava. I love it so much. And come on, you just have to admit, Lava is canon here. Come on, Lava is literally the best ship. Come on. Corby, don't you agree? You agree, don't you? Of course you do. Corby?
What? No. But have you seen Gemstone? Now, they were definitely trying to imply something there. Let me tell you, did you even watch Master of the Mountain? I mean, look at them in the background. There's so much conflict happening there. They're perfect for each other. And then you look at Crystallized and look at that. Plundar saved his life. This is literally the best moment in the entire season. I mean, Crystallized was fine, whatever, I don't care. But like, if you're talking about which ship is canon with Cole, oh, you gotta look at Gemstone, man. It's so clear that there's something there. Like, come on, you have to be blind to not see that there's something there. Like, the Plundar is perfect for him too. It's just, the dynamic is so good.
Okay, this is getting out of hand. What is up with people's opinions on Lava today? Come on. Okay, it's fine. We get The Island, another 44-minute TV special. And this one actually has a lot of Kai and Cole shenanigans, unlike the last 44-minute special, which was a surprising treat when it first came out. Kai comments on how Cole really wasn't kidding when he said he was hungry, as Kai hears his stomach growling and starts giggling. Although, it wasn't actually Cole, but this moment is still really funny. I like that Kai picks up on this. But after this, oh my god, we see Kai actually looking for food for Cole. Like the others are paying attention to the mission, but no, Kai is looking for food along with Cole, and he comes across the coconut and gives it to him. And you know what, just play the clip.
Yes! Finally! What? Is it possible for you to think about anything except food? Yes, I'm thirsty too.
This is so fruity. Like, Kai looking at Cole like that. And oh my god, the way he has his eyes. Oh, love it. He is in love. That is the face of love. Then they get into a fight with the Stonehead guys. And Cole gets knocked back. But this time it is Kai that catches him. The tables have turned. It is so sweet to me how they are always there for each other to catch each other when the other is about to fall. From one extreme to the other. The ninja are led to their cell once they are kidnapped by the islanders, and Cole and Kai are instantly mad as they are the ones that are getting shocked repeatedly, and I think that's really funny. And they also try to get out by breaking the cell, so good for them. Also, they have a picnic when the islanders give them food. We don't see this fully, but you see Kai trying to get the food for Cole, and then Cole already eating it up, and Kai heading back to him. It's just hilarious. I love this gag so much. At the end of the special, it was Ronan that was behind everything on that island. And Cole and Kai stop him together. Kai does a weird sentence and Cole fist bumps him. They lock him up together and they're acting so smug with each other, staring at each other. Like, it's kind of weird. They got paired so much in the special alone. A Lloyd-focused special. That's really crazy to think about to me. I wouldn't have expected this much focus. Yeah, they only got about, 5 proper moments, but that's like 5 more moments than most other pairings in this special. The end is pretty much just them two, which is really interesting to me. Was not expecting that at all. But then we get the season that follows the island, the season that the island was setting up, Seabound. And we get to the 3rd episode in Seabound, and we have Ray saying, oh, the other ninja will be going deep underwater, so I'll have no one here with me to play Prime Empire. Kai mentions that he's not going on the mission because Wu is wanting to study the current and previous masses of fire. And then he says, Cole is staying too. And he says it in such a happy way. I can't get over it. And then Ray looks funnily at this and he's like, does Cole play Prime Empire? And then Kai's like, not as well as I do. And then Cole starts laughing. And then he gives him a little tap on the stomach like, oh, and they're so happy together. And like even Ray loves Cole like, oh, it's so good. But the bigger picture, Kai and Cole don't go on the mission. They're not on the main mission in this season. They stay behind in the monastery. Now, normally, I'd be kind of sad, because that means we're not getting as many Kai and Cole moments in this season. But it's the fact that Cole just stays behind, because Kai is staying behind. Like, Kai has a reason to stay behind. Cole doesn't. He just stays behind with Kai, because why not? And the fact that that means they are the B team. Kai and Cole carry the side plot in the season, and it's so cool. And this brings me to another point on how this parallels the other couples, because in every Wild Brain season, we have a subplot with the current ninja couple. In season 11, we had the subplot with Lloyd and Akita. In season 12, we had the subplot between Zane and Pixel with the whole detective stuff. And in season 13, we had the subplot with Jay and Nia with the whole Monster Queen stuff. And in season 14, Seabound, we have the side plot for Kai and Cole. Like, you can't make this up. That's literally what it is. I love how the people that get the side plot are the couples. So if we went by this logic, that would include Lava. And of course, this does continue into Crystallized, when we get the Lloyd and Harumi subplot. But yeah, that's just so crazy to me. So I love that we don't even get to see much of them, because that leaves so much interpretation on what they're doing at the monastery while they're gone, and that just makes me really happy. And the way that Ray is like, does Cole play Prime Empire? He's suspecting something. I just know it. And I love that so much. What I love about this is that it seems that Cole and Ray get close, like how Jay and Maya get close. Because like Jay is Nia's boyfriend, so he gets close with the mother, and then Cole and Kai, I ship them. Cole gets close with the father. It's like it's like the in-laws, or whatever. I just love that. Once we get back to this B team, I love this B team, by the way. It's Cole, Kai, Wu, and Ray. Wu is Cole's father figure. Ray is Kai's father figure. Like, that's so cool. And we get them all together for the B plot, like when they go to the Explorers Club and they try to stop Kalmar from getting the amulet. It's so cool. And like when Kai and Cole are trying to answer the riddle and Cole is being an idiot, so he looks to Kai to try and get the answer right. Like, I just love this subplot so much. I'm not even the biggest Seabound fan, but these episodes are so good. Like, they don't even interact so much, but the fact that it's just them with their father figures is just what makes it. It's like, it feels so soft, it feels so cozy, and I just really love that. But speaking of which, Paper Girl is the gayest episode for a number of reasons. Number one, we have the gay sidewalk. Cool. Number two, you have these two boys kissing on this canoe. Really gay. Love that. And number three, it's a Kai and Cole episode. Like, you have all these factors into it, and then Kai and Cole, the other ninja, in it. Like, and it's such a fun episode as well. Like, it's so good. everything was perfect about it. And then the ninja come back, and that's the end of the whole B team stuff. But I will say, I kind of wish they did more with the B team. Even though I love what they did with them, I think they could have done more. I think they could have gone into the reason why Kai and Cole didn't go on the mission was because they're both still kind of traumatized from water. Because if we go back to possession, Kai and Cole were afraid of water. So I think that'd be fun to bring that back up, and maybe we could get some nice kind of angsty scenes with them where they're trying to get each other to get over their fear once again. Or, well, not their fear, just to get over that trauma in their journey. So yeah, just something that I thought I would mention. And now we all know what happens. Wojira is released and the whole flood happens. Cole suggests that when things look dire that they could get help from Vanya. And Kai's look at the background is weird. Now I don't ship Cole and Vanya. The show doesn't even encourage it, but why did he look like that at the mention of Vanya? Like, huh? Because I know the ninja were suspecting something in Master of the Mountain between Cole and Vanya, even though that wasn't the case. Is Kai jealous again? Like, a weird look when he mentions Vanya. Like, interesting. Let's cut to the finale after Nia leaves the team and she's off in the ocean and Jay and Maya are comforting each other. And then comes behind them Cole and Kai, which implies that Cole and Kai were comforting each other previously. Like, I can imagine this scene of Cole coming to Kai like how Maya came to Jay and was just had his arm on his shoulder. It was just comforting him and just hearing him out. And I just love thinking that because they came from the same room, so that has to be it. I just love that. And it could have been Kai also comforting Cole. And I just love that. So even though Kai and Cole were not in Seabound a lot, they were definitely fruity because they stayed behind to stay together. And I just think that's really cool. Like, I was freaking out when that happened because of what I mentioned earlier with the previous side plots and seasons being focused on couples. And with me shipping Kai and Cole, it was just cool to see that. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So another great season in terms of the lava stuff for the Wild Brain era. And we have one more season left. But before we get to that, I just want to quickly go to the virtues of Spinjitzu just for this one part where Cole falls into where the dragons are. And then Kai falls on top of him, and then everyone else falls beside them. Why did they have it so Kai specifically lands on Cole, and then everyone else lands so far away? Like, what was the point of that? I feel like the animators have to ship lava, because what was the conscious decision for this? I need to know. That's all I wanted to say about Virtues of Spinjitzu. So we're going to move on to Season 15, Crystallized, the last Ninjago season. So of course this season opens up with the ninja kind of fractured after the loss of Nia, and Cole decides it's time to get the team back together to stop the Vent Stone operation. And when he gets to Kai, Kai has been teaching kids bad methods to defeat their opponents. But Cole knows exactly what to say to Kai to get him to come back.
We could use your help. Unless you'd rather deal with the Wolfpack. Let's go.
I just love that Cole always knows exactly what to say to Kai. And then when they go to get Lloyd, and oh my god, look, they're touching hands at the window. We love that. When they have the plan to break Asphira out to save Nia, they agree at the same time. Nothing big, I just like the fact that they wait for each other's approval first, and then they go for it. And I love that. Eventually, Nia is back, everything's cool, but they go to prison. And then Cole tries to get Kai to not have a prison fight with Pythor, but Kai doesn't listen to this, as usual, and he gets knocked down. And Cole is like, I told you so. Now let's get out of prison. And then they're on the run, but they have to split up. And the teams are Kai, Zane, and Darth, and Cole, Jay, and Lloyd. And when the ninja agree to this, we get a shot of just Kai and Cole looking at each other sadly before they have to split up. It's almost like these guys literally cannot be apart for more than 5 seconds. That's why Cole stayed back with Kai instead of going on the mission, because he didn't want to be without Kai. Like, what is that look for? When they eventually reunite, Cole is running up to Kai, and Kai thinks that he's getting a hug, and he looks really happy to get a hug, but then nope, Cole goes under him to get the water bottle and runs aside to get more water because he is thirsty. And Kai looks really sad that Cole didn't hug him. This was such a tease. Like, how could they do this to us? Setting up this hug and then just nope. Still a very funny moment though. I really love it no matter what. And then they find the mechanic, and the weird thing in these fights is that Cole and Kai are always attacking the mechanic at the same time. Like, they do spinjitzu at the exact same time, and then the mechanic takes care of both of them. When they get to the subway tunnels, Cole tries to attack the mechanic, and once again Kai jumps up to catch Cole. They are always catching each other, and it's always these two specifically, and I love that. And then they go to attack the mechanic again at the same time, and Jay electrocutes both of them. Thanks very much, Jay. Speaking of catching each other, when the ninja find out that their spider bombs are following them in the subway tunnels, they're running over to the train to hide. Kai trips over twice, and Cole is there to pick him up both times. There's just so much physical actions with these two that's not really present with other pairings, with other platonic pairings as frequently. It's such a frequent thing with these two that it's hard for me to not notice, because I pick up on these things a lot. So it's just really interesting to me, but it's also so sweet how Cole just doesn't hesitate, instantly picks him up twice. Oh, love that. In the next episode, Cole reassures Kai that they're coming for them by giving him a nice nudge, and we love that classic lava nudge. I just love that so much. But then the rocks start collapsing, and Cole and Kai are trying to hold it up with the other ninja, but during it, we get this shot of Kai and Cole looking at each other, like, with such a sad face, like they know they're not going to make it. But, like, it's just them two specifically, and they're constantly looking at each other, and this shot makes me sick, like, it's just so, it gets my heart every time, the fact that it's them. I love it. And then, of course, we get Cole and Kai once again working together on another vehicle in episode 17, and, like always, it does not go well. It never goes well with these two, does it? I love that. In episode 18, where the ninja are going to save Lloyd from Harumi and Primeval's Eye, we get this whole thing of Wu telling Cole and Kai to hold back when they realize it's the Overlord, which shows that he put Cole and Kai in charge of having the backup attack at the entrance of Primeval's Eye. And I don't know why he would let them alone there, because they're just going to get easily distracted by each other. I just find that really, really, really funny. Now, I want to get into something that I recently noticed on this rewatch of Crystallized, and I absolutely love it. So we have the Council of the Crystal King, which is built up of the ninja's terrible villains over the years and Vangelis. And Vangelis and Asphira have this weird kind of dynamic. Like, the council, unfortunately, does not have much time to spend with the dynamics within the team, but Vangelis and Asphira weirdly get a lot of focus with each other. They get like 4 or 3 moments together, which is a lot more than most other pairings in the council. Like, Asphira quickly blaming Vangelis for being the imposter, and then Asphira calling for revenge of the monastery, and Vangelis being so done with their attitude. Vangelis and Asphira powering up, but then Asphira clowning on Vangelis, saying he's a fallen king and that she's the rightful queen, and Vangelis getting so mad at her. And then we also have them looking for Lloyd in Primeval's Eye, and Asphira saying she saw something green, and Vangelis being like, "You idiot, everything around here is green, you freaking idiot." Like, they do this a lot, and I just love how Vangelis and Asphira specifically do not get along at all, and are the ones that are constantly butting heads with each other and just hate each other. Vangelis is Cole's villain, and Asphira is Kai's villain. The fact that these two don't get along at all, and their counterparts, Cole and Kai, are super close to each other in terms of their friendship and their physical actions to each other, just how much they care about each other. Vangelis and Asphira are literally the anti-lava, and I absolutely loved that. And then towards the end of the season, we even get the shot of Kai and Cole in their dragon forms immediately going after both of them. Jay and Zane just go away. They don't even go after their main targets at first, but Cole and Kai instantly go for Asphira and Vangelis. They are literally anti-lava. I love it. And then we get to Brave But Foolish, and the Overlord launches this big attack on Ninjago City, and Cole and Kai are with each other at this point, and they both get caught in the crossfire, and their cars instantly crash into a building together. And you know what that means? Yep, that leads us to... Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot I had to talk to Daly about 2 minutes ago. Alright, let's just get this over with because it's not been going well at all today. So, Daily, do you like Lava at all? Do you appreciate it? Do you think it's canon and all that stuff? Or do you just hate ships in general?
I am personally not a huge fan of Ninjago ships in general, and I feel a large part of it has to do with the overall culture and the Ninjago community. Ultimately, shipping is just which characters you believe would go together, which really isn't that difficult of a concept. Unfortunately, a large portion of the community takes it way more seriously than it should be. This may not be as much of a problem anymore, but there was a period of time a few years ago where the culture was very toxic. If you suggested a ship that people disagreed with, you'd be flamed for it. And in some cases, honestly, I get it. For example, if it's an abusive ship like Laruby, or a ship that would be illegal, yeah, it makes sense to criticize it. But oftentimes, it didn't even come close. It would be, for example, an LGBTQ ship, or maybe a ship that the show didn't really suggest. In those cases, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's 2 or more plastic characters who you believe would make a good match. That's it. I've never understood the obsession with it. As long as it's morally okay, just let people ship what they want to ship.
Huh. Not the answer I was expecting. But maybe you're right. Maybe, as long as the ship isn't harmful, it's okay to ship whatever you want.
Like Kailor?
What? So yeah, now let's move on to what we were all waiting for. Kai's canonical love interest in the show, Skylar. Skylar was first introduced in Season 4, Tournament of Elements. Kai quickly takes a liking to Skylar and straight away develops a crush on her, hitting on her multiple times throughout the first 2 episodes of the season. Even when he realizes the fact that Skylar may be an elemental master of fire, and that he might be related to her, he still has a crush on her, even if he tries to get rid of this after this information, which Cole makes fun of him for. Eventually he realizes that they aren't related and that she's the master of Amber, and falls back in love with her. We get some tension between them in the ninja roll round, and despite him being crazy for her, he stays loyal to Lloyd, and even ends up turning Skylar to their side, along with most other elemental masters. Or so they thought. While Skylar works her way to gain Kai's trust, she actually is working for Chen because she is his daughter. So I think the plan was her to get Kai to fall in love with her, or it all just worked out nicely for her and she just went with it. I still don't really know. Kai finds out Skylar is the spy for Chen and he instantly turns on her, but you can tell that the feelings are still there. It is also shown that Skylar doesn't really want to follow her father's orders and only does it because, well, Chen is her father. But Kai is able to pull her out of that. Kai basically turns her to the good side and shows her that there is always a way out no matter what. In a very heterosexual way. Skylar and Kai betray Chen together, but Skylar gets kidnapped, but the next episode Kai is able to save her. And then he is kidnapped. Whoops. Skylar becomes a snake as Chen's plan works, but that doesn't change Kai's opinion on Skylar, which is admittedly pretty sweet. We don't get much development for these two afterwards, as they part ways at the end, with Skylar rejecting Kai's offer to become a ninja. And off topic, I kind of don't like this decision, because the whole point of her in this season was that she was learning to overcome her father and to go against him and to not go down his path, and then she ends up just continuing his business. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I didn't necessarily want her to be part of the ninja team, even if that would have been cool. Just having her go off and be like her own vigilante would have been cool enough. And I feel like that would have been more in character, like more like Skylar. And I kind of wish that was the case. But anyways, back on topic, Skylar and Kai almost kiss, but Dart stops them. He's a secret lava shipper. So, while Skylar was a love interest for Kai, they did not end up becoming canon. And to be honest, not a lot was done with them in my opinion. They definitely needed more. This felt like another one of those things, those love at first sight kind of tropes. The whole typical guy likes the girl and the guy has to get the girl. But after this season, we don't get any more development for them. In fact, it seems like Kai doesn't visit Skylar that much. In Season 5, she says she misses some friends, which implies Kai hasn't visited her at all. Season 6, Jay recruits her to help him, and Kai reunites with her very briefly, but then it gets reversed, so that's fun. Season 7 actually has a really awesome Kailor moment and actually brings Skylar into the plot in a meaningful way. Of course, Kai is having trouble realizing his father may be evil, and so he turns to Skylar to help him with his father issues, and Skylar is happy to help him. And it genuinely feels like an awesome scene for Kai's story and a natural way to include Skylar. This is the type of scene I said I wish Cole and Kai had. Interesting. But still, they aren't canon right now. Season 9, Skylar returns to join Lloyd and Nia's resistance. But Kai and Skylar don't get much, as Kai is in the first realm majority of the season. But of course that's okay, because then we can see more of Skylar on her own as her own character. Kai returns in the finale and they share a moment and look at each other lovingly, even though they don't really have much going on. But hey, young teenage love. Season 10 basically does the same thing, but reverse. Skylar isn't prevalent and then shows up in the end and reunites with Kai. Although it is very much awkward here, which ironically is around the same season Kai and Cole seem to be getting more fruity. We don't see Skylar with Kai for ages afterwards until the last season, season 15 Crystallized. Skylar is called by Lloyd to help bring Nia back by keeping her frozen. And Kai is shocked she is here, and even more shocked Lloyd has her number. Which implies even more Kai just never keeps in touch with Skylar because Kai doesn't even have her number. Once Nia is back, Skylar sticks around, which is awesome as she deserves more focus, but her focus is very minimal and her focus with Kai is just as minimal, which is odd because I thought they were going to take this season to actually try and develop their bond, but since they weren't, I was leaning way more to Lava being the endgame as a result. We get small moments with them, like a hug and Kai winking at her, but nothing else more than that. It wouldn't be until episode 26 Compatible, where Kai finally asks Skylar to go out with him. But Skylar rejects him. What a queen. She mentions how he never talks to him, never reaches out to her, as if he has forgotten her, and then out of nowhere expects her to go out with him, especially with the way he asked her, being low-key forceful. Not a super great Kai moment. Skylar then mentions that they can talk about their status after they defeat the Overlord. And that is the last thing Skylar says in the entire series. I am not even joking. Crystallized just straight up does not follow through with this, which is insane, but also hilarious. So I guess Kai and Skylar don't become canon after all. Which I don't mind personally, as to me it never felt like they have a super real bond, and they didn't get enough attention, and it was always implied that they never met up off screen, so we can't even use that as an excuse for lack of development, in comparison to Cole and Kai. And since Kailor isn't canon, that means I can continue to preach about Lava and nothing can change that. Oh no. Quest for the Lost Powers. Oh no. Quest for the Lost Powers is a canon Ninjago book that takes place after Crystallized that focuses on the OG4 getting their powers back in their own solo stories. Jay gets an awesome story about getting over his abandonment issues, Cole gets a cool story bonding with his father about his mother, Zane gets an amazing story about his Ice Emperor trauma, but Kai gets another typical powerless story, but now Skylar is here. There are bunny criminals there, but like, imagine being an animal hybrid thief. Couldn't be me. But by the end of it, Kai gets his powers back, bonds a bit more with Skylar, and according to the descriptions, Kai and Skylar are now officially a thing. It's over. They're canon. Kailor is finally canon. So I guess that, despite the lack of development, they still managed to become endgame. And what does that mean for me? For Lava? Can I no longer ship them? Has this been a waste? Am I delusional? They even show Kai and Skylar together in a final scene in Crystallized and...
See? C-Cube? Look at that. He literally hugged him. Oh my gosh, this is there's literally something going on there. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. This proves that there's something happening between these two. Look, nobody would do that if there wasn't something going on there. This is perfect. He saved his life.
Dang. Is that what I sounded like? In the sequel series to Ninjago, Dragons Rising, the ninja are split up for years, including Kai and Cole. Kai meets up with the team very quickly and goes back to ninja duties, but Cole is lost for a much longer time. But we eventually find him in the land of lost things. we see that he has taken in 2 kids, Fritz and Spitz, a Formling and a Serpentine, which is really cute. I like Cole taking these guys under his wing. That seems like such a Cole thing to do. And we learned that he has a rock monster form, which is really cool. And then we meet Geo, who immediately acts like a father to these 2 kids. And when Cole comes, he is very concerned over him, and Cole reassures him that he is fine. And then we also meet Bonzel, who is like the teenage daughter. And then Cole is so proud of Geo and loves flexing Geo's power and just loves talking a lot about Geo to Nia and Sora. And the whole reason Cole stays in the Land of Lost Things to protect Geo and them because they cannot leave and this big monster is there trying to attack them. Wait, this kind of seems like a family. We've not really seen the growth, but there is an implied passage of time. Cole has been with these guys for 5 years. That could almost be as long as how long he was with the ninja for, how long he was with Kai for. And the fact that he stays with them is in character for Cole as he protects those. He's not one to just leave them. But then he actually has a lot of cute scenes with Geo. And then him thinking he needs Geo for his power, but he actually doesn't. And Geo only said that because he was afraid Cole would leave him. And Cole reassures him that he does need Geo. And the whole kid thing as well, they generally do seem like a family. And Cole and Geo do seem quite soft. And apparently they're going to keep developing this as they go forward. And it would be nice to get some backstory on them. And even the writers approve of it. And the writer of the episode literally ships them. And the creators like the ship. And they're okay with gay Cole stuff. So, wait. Do I actually like this ship? Do I like Cole x Geo, aka Geode shipping? But Cole and Kai was my ship. It was the one I was obsessed with for years, for so long. Can I move on that quick? There's no way I can like these 2. Is there? Well, I guess now we have Cole and Geo, and Kai and Skylar, and I kind of like Geo and Cole? Have I been wrong this whole time about Lava? Maybe I was only obsessed with them for dumb reasons. And even when I asked all my friends about Lava, none of them had it as their favorite. Some liked it, but none of them were crazy about it, and some didn't even care about it. So, have I just been shipping the wrong thing this whole time? Was I wrong? I guess I should stop. I guess this is the end of Lava. After all these years, we need to finally shelve it. Oh, wait. I accidentally skipped over one episode. Oh, shoot. Safe Haven? Meh, let's look over it then, why not? Just one more episode, it won't kill me. Here we go. Oh my god! So Safe Haven might just be one of my favorite Ninjago episodes of all time. It is a Kai, Skylar, and Cole focused episode, which is insane to me. For context, in Brave But Foolish, the ninja gets split up by the Overlord, and the pairings are usually romantic pairings. G and Nia are together in Quitting Time. Zane and Pixel are together in Return of the Ice Emperor. And coming off of this format, Kai, Cole, and Skylar are in Safe Haven. It is just like the side plots of the seasons I was talking about. You can literally say Kai and Skylar are the pair for this episode, but you can also say that Kai and Cole are the pair for this episode, which I like to do myself. The fact both of these ships were included in this is so mind-blowing to me, even if it was not fully romanticized. It was like the crew was telling us that both ships can coexist with each other, despite the canonicity or not. And that is not the only reason I love this episode. Let's get into the episode itself, the ultimate Lava episode. So this picks up right where Brave But Foolish ended, and Kai and Cole have crashed in this building. Kai has woken up, and the first thing he does is check if Cole is okay. He shouts for Cole, but Cole is still slightly knocked unconscious. He is fairly dazed, but he's trying to get him out. And I love the line when he says, Cole, it's not time for a beauty nap. It's just so sweet. So I just love it so much. And just the physical actions that Kai does when he like takes Cole's seatbelt off and he carries him out of the car only for Cole to immediately fall on top of him. It's just so funny. And Cole is so cute in this. I know he's slightly unconscious, but I don't know, it's just really funny the way he acts, like how dazed he is. He is just gone. And Kai helps Cole to try and get shelter, and the way he's carrying Cole is just so sweet. Like, and when Cole's about to fall over, but Kai quickly catches him again. Oh, that part just makes it so good. I love that. Like, Kai literally cares so much for him. Like, I know anyone would probably do this in this situation, but the fact it's them two, and he's being so physical, I love it. They hide against this dumpster trash thing, and Kai is shaking for Cole to stop talking, and he tries to cover his mouth. And it's just those scenes, like, I don't know, like, I know Cole is unconscious slightly, but he's still in there a bit of it, and just out of context, this is really funny. This reminds me of those kind of side plots and episodes where one character in a ship would be like sick or drunk and the other character would be trying to take care of them. Like Luce and Amity in that one episode. I love that so much. Kai has to try and attack Pythor to protect Cole, and then that's when Skylar comes in. So this is where the Kailor fans start eating up this episode. And Skylar combines the powers of both Kai and Cole and mixes them together. Lava. Skylar is literally a lava shipper, and I love that. And then they both carry Cole away, and you can't even see this. You can only see it for a split second, but Kai is looking slightly at Cole worryingly as they're dragging them off, while Skylar is staring straight ahead, and I love that. Kai is still holding on to him even though Skylar has let go at this point, and he's looking at Cole the whole time, making sure he's okay. And I just love how concerned Kai is in this situation. It's so good. And then Cole finally wakes up and Kai is relieved. But even in this one shot, Cole does not let go of Kai. He keeps holding on to him because we just love that for them. So this is our trio for the episode: Cole, Kai, and Skylar. And they try and hide in this arcade to get away from the crystal dragons. And I don't know, like, this trio is so fun. I kind of wish we got to see more of it in this show. It's just really fun to me. This whole episode, in my opinion, is pretty much Kai's bi-awakening. Like, he's just, like, with Cole the whole time, and then he's with Skylar, and he's just like, oh damn, do I like Cole and Skylar? And then we see Jake again, which is the kid that Kai met in season 11. And I just love this look that Kai and Cole give Jake when Jake says, you want to hide somewhere cool like an arcade. These two are literally Jake. It's so funny. I love that. And Skylar's like, you gotta be kidding me. We get Cole and Kai leading Jake towards their base. It's so cool. I love that. And then they reach it, which is the newspaper warehouse, and this is another time where Kai and Cole get teamed up with the Paper Kids. Like, the fact that Kai and Cole knew where to go after hearing the Paper Kid motto, because in Paper Girl, they were the ones that were dealing with the Paper Kids, none of the other ninja were. So it's just that neat factor that ties that episode into another lava episode. I love that so much. And Skylar once again using her lava powers, and just, yeah, and then they reunite with Wu, and Wu hugs Kai and Cole so tightly, and they're so happy. I just love it so much. It's so good. I love this. And then we have the whole look at the end when they've reunited Jake with his parents, and Skylar is looking at them sweetly, and Kai looks at her sweetly. It's all very, very sweet. I love how these three ninja were the ones that were trying to reunite Jake with his parents, because one, Kai really wanted to reunite with his parents for so many years, and he finally got the chance to do so, so he is helping Jake in the situation that he was in. 2, Skylar wishes that she could have had a family to be with, and I feel like that's her look towards the end when she reunites someone with their own family, and then Skylar knows that she does have a family with the ninja. And 3, Cole also had some ups and downs in his relationship with his parents, but he managed to become close with them after reuniting with his father, and wishes that he could still have his mother, but has made peace with her legacy. So he's guiding Jake to his parents as well, which is really cool. So I just love that little bit at the end. It ties these three characters together very well into the main part of this episode, which I think is really, really cool. Safe Haven was just an amazing episode. One of my favorites of the series, definitely in the top 3. This episode was the ultimate lava episode, but it's also a Kailor episode? So, what is wrong with boat ships existing for people? I still have one more friend on the line that I was supposed to ask for his opinion on lava. But I think I'm going to ask something else. So, Kevin, what is your favorite Ninjago ship, and why do you like it so much?
When I think of a couple that has a lot of spice but is also very cute, Kailor immediately comes to mind. While we unfortunately don't get to spend a lot of time with them in the show, the moments that they do have together are always special. The connection that Kai and Skylar have is full of sparks because they have such a unique dynamic together. They can naturally be very flirty with each other, but at the same time they can also be very sweet and even adorable together. Not to mention the wonderful dynamic that Kailor has, where Skylar isn't afraid to humble Kai, but can't resist his charm, while Kai is crushing way too hard on Skylar, but is also very supportive towards her. It's a shame Ninjago won't give these two more spotlight, because they are just amazing together, and Kailor deserves more love.
Yeah, I can see why you'd like Kailor then. I think I'm going to ask all of you guys that question as well, and see what you all say. Obviously Lava, Pixane, Lava, Glacier, Polyninja, Plasma, Jaya, Survival Shipping, Lava, Bruise and Jaya, Mountain, Darthic's Fake Trophies, Opposite Bruise Mudshock, yes. Lava, I love their dynamic, very playful, but you can tell they actually deeply care for one another. They were the only two on the team without a solid partner or relationship with good development, and they're already close and have good chemistry. I think they'd be great together. Yeah, this is so nice. Just everyone talking about their own personal favorite ships. Even if I don't like them the way they do, it's still nice seeing people passionate for them, without any drama, and being respectful. I think I finally get it. Well, it has been quite a wild ride today, and I'm really happy that I watched Safe Haven that time, because I think it truly cemented to me why I love Lava so much. But before I get into that, I want to go over the 3 reasons why I made this video. Number 1, why it is okay to ship, well, ships. Ships in Ninjago is just a very complicated thing, it seems to be online, but really, it really shouldn't be. I mean, Dahlia is right, it is literally just shipping 2 Lego characters together. As long as it's morally okay and it's not any of the whole pedophilia or incest or anything like that, go for it. It shouldn't matter. Why get up in arms about a ship that someone ships? Is it because it's not canon? Because it's not hurting anyone. It's just people having fun. It's just people pairing 2 characters they think that would go well together. It doesn't matter. Just let them do what they want to do. And shipping is just meant to be a fun thing in general, nothing to get upset over. But we also have to keep in mind that not everyone is going to ship the same ships, and not everyone is going to like the same ships. You're allowed to be uncomfortable with so many ships. You're allowed to not like ships, and you don't necessarily have to have a reason to do so. It is okay to just be like, I don't like this ship, or this ship makes me uncomfortable, and that's okay. You shouldn't have to have some big reason. You can, of course, but you don't have to. Just saying you don't like it is enough, as long as you do it respectfully and you don't attack the person doing it, and you don't make them uncomfortable with your opinions, and that you don't comment this stuff on people's art or their fics, because they're not asking for debates on their ships, okay? That's not the point of those posts. But then again, you are also able to love a lot of ships, and you should be able to love those ships, and people shouldn't be telling you what you can and can't ship, unless of course it's one of those ones. But overall, just have fun with shipping. And people can like the ship, people can not like the ship. It shouldn't matter. What matters is you like the ship or you don't like the ship. It doesn't matter what other people think of that safe ship. But then there's the other things, like oh, this ship is not canon, so therefore it's bad, or you're only allowed to ship canon things. Now yes, I understand only wanting to ship canon material. I fully get that, and hey, it's probably easier to do. But not everyone thinks that way. A lot of people just don't like canon ships, and not just Ninjago, but in media in general, and they have more fun having two characters that haven't maybe even interacted and just pairing them up and shipping them and having a lot of fun with that and making a lot of fan content and fics and art and everything. It's just a really fun thing to do. Why do people ship people? Well, because they just like the idea of pairing two people together and just creating a bunch of stuff about them, like stories or art. It's just that simple. There shouldn't be this whole agenda against ships, in my opinion. No one's getting hurt at the end of the day, and unless it's showing harmful stuff, it shouldn't matter whether it's canon or not as well. Because a lot of ships are canon, a lot of people love them, a lot of ships are not canon, a lot of people hate them. But whether it's canon or not, it's not hurting you. It's not taking your ship away from the canon. So, does it matter? No. Just let people ship it. If it's not canon, it doesn't matter to you. So just move on with your day and let that be the end of it. But you also have those reasons why people don't like certain ships, and that's because a lot of them are gay. And there's a lot of homophobia in not just the Ninjago community, but in any community in general. And you're always going to have people that are homophobic. You're always going to have those people in there. But just because there are two people of the same gender being shipped, that doesn't give you an excuse to hate on them for that reason. Because that's just homophobia, lovely. Like, if you see a ship and you do not like it at all, and the only reason is because it is gay, you're homophobic and you're a piece of shit. And we don't care about your opinions. That's the only line I will draw for the safe ships. If you only don't like them because they're gay, get the hell out of here. But if you don't like them for any other reason, or just for no reason at all, perfectly fine. That's what I said. But now, why do I love Lava so much? Well, honestly, I wasn't sure for a while. I made that video 3 years ago now, and when I met it, it was mainly because I noticed a lot of things with them that were similar to the canon relationships in the show at the time, and I just wanted to point it out. And it was around that time that I really loved gay representation, because it made me feel seen through that representation. So a show like Ninjago having that potentially would be insane, and I was really hoping for that. And a lot of people did love my video and started noticing signs as well. But a lot of people also disliked it, but I'm surprised at the amount of people that loved it, and it felt like Lava kind of got a resurgence in popularity. But as the years went on, I was thinking to myself, is there an exact reason that I love Lava, or do I just love the idea of it and what they show on screen? So after going through every single installment, analysing every bit of meaningful Lava moment, I think I do finally get it. I think I know now why I love Lava. It's because they just kind of have everything. They argue like an old married couple, which I think is really funny. They also have great banter and chemistry and bond with each other really, really well. But then they also have that sense of deep down they really do care for each other in a way that I don't ever really see between a lot of characters on screen. They have a healthy balance of all of this. They have everything. They have arcs with each other. They have moments where one is helping the other, or vice versa. They grieve for one another, and they dance with joy when the other one is okay, and they'll make sure the other one is okay at every single moment that they can. They love each other. They need each other, and they're really physical with each other. And I love the physical context stuff we get with them. It's just so fun, and it just makes me so happy seeing that. Yes, maybe the intent is not romantic. Maybe, yes, they are just platonic friends. But who cares? Like, who cares if they are or not? I'm still allowed to ship them. A lot of people are still allowed to ship them. And who cares if Kailor is canon? Kailor is canon. Sure, that's great. Happy for the people. But that doesn't make it any better or worse than Lava or any other ships like that. I love Lava not because it could be canon, which was a misconception in my last video on this, but I love Lava because of the ship itself, and it makes me so happy seeing it. And that's it. The gay representation stuff is great, but we're probably going to be getting that with Cole and Geo, which is really, really cool. So I love Lava for Lava. And it's not the only ship I love. I love Cole and Geo. I love Jaya. I love Pixane. I love Bruise. I love Glacier. I love a lot of Crackships as well. I love Vanya and Bentho. I love Blazy and Camille. I love Skylar and Camille. I love Skylar and Nia. I love Nia and Pixel. I love, heck, Pixel and Kai. And I even love Moro and Echo Zane. Like, there's just so many ships that you wouldn't even think make any sense. But people still find fun in shipping them, and that's all that matters in the end. I really hope that one day we can get to a point where ships don't cause so much drama. People don't go out of the way to comment on people's art or fic just to hate on their ships that they do, or to just go to a love thing and just spread negativity. Or a day where people can look at someone not liking their ship and not make a big deal out of it and just accept that some people don't like the same ships that others do, and that's totally fine. I really hope we can get to a point at that stage, but I'm happy with where I'm at now. I love Lava, I love a lot of other ships. As long as it's not illegal, you should be able to ship anything. And if you don't like it because it's gay, that's homophobia. I'm really happy that I was able to go through this and get some other opinions with my friends to get a more understanding of everything. This is why I made this video, to show that it's okay to ship Lava, it's okay to ship whatever you want as long as it's okay, and this, just in analysing it to show people why I ship Lava, and just showing how ships are supposed to be at the end of the day. They're supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be drama. This whole video I was just so happy just talking about Lava and why it made me so happy. And that's realistically all ships should be. And I really hope that people can start trying to do that more from now on. But overall, I'm happy I was able to make this. And, you know, even if Kai and Cole won't really be meeting up in this series anymore because of Dragons Rising and Cole has a family, I will still cherish those moments in the original Ninjago series that we had with them. And I can always look at art, fics, and everything and look back in the old seasons as well. And I loved Cole and Geo, so I will just accept that and just be okay with never seeing them together in the series again. Oh my god, they made a whole series about Cole and Kai with Eren and Sora. They literally have the mech shorts and oh my god, Cole comes back and he sees Kai with the slide with the kids and he already knows what's happening, and then he takes them and they battle and Kai and Cole are literally being gay uncles to Eren and Sora, and they get to swap powers at some stage, and Cole and Kai is so excited to do that, and they're also arguing as well, and they're sharing food so sweetly, and Eren and Sora take their two gay uncles to the crossroads to get food, and like they're so excited and everything, and just, oh, it's so good. I love Lava.